Welcome back, everyone, to the Last Lap live show, Monaco Grand Prix, crown jewel of Formula One. I think anyway. You know I'm Team Monaco. You know I'm a strong believer. And as always, I am joined by my fantastic, lanky, beautiful co-host, Niran. Niran, what do you think? Niran, we split the revenue on this channel, mate. What are you doing? Okay, Niran's not here. As you can see, we've been joined by our good friend, the Cheetah, who's mic'd up, got the earpiece in as well, and Niran's late. Niran will be here. He'll turn up eventually. Trains have been a joke today, hence why I'm so sweaty. I got here eventually, but don't worry. Niran might not be here. However, we are joined by two stupendous, wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous guests today. Katy Fairman and Kieran Stroll.
We'll go with Stroll, yeah. It's my identity. It's who I am, yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate it. How we doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thank you so much for having us. Both our first times on the show, and we're ready to get into this Monaco Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
It's my first time in a studio that's not my kitchen as well, so it's a nice upgrade. It's a lovely setup here, and we've been treated like kings, so thank you very much.
You have, absolutely.
All right, I said that straight into camera. I don't know if that's something I should have doing.
Absolutely. Mate, do it.
I'll address the camera regularly.
Just
throughout.
You're a natural, Kieran. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And look, Monaco's one of them that it's certainly a divisive Grand Prix. However, what we saw yesterday, was that the greatest Formula One qualifying session that we've ever seen?
Lots of people saying the best ever. I do think there's some recency bias because there have been plenty of amazing qualifyings over the years, but it was certainly spectacular. We were saying before we went live, the fact that it wasn't interrupted by red flag at the end there, I think really just proved what an amazing spectacle Monaco can be. And the fact that we had so many different people up at the front. Ocon at one point, and then Alonso, and then Verstappen. Of course, he had to get it at the end, but it was amazing.
And not Stroll.
Why are you doing this so early? You've been so nice to me when we've been organising
But now the cameras are on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened.
You know, some people are horrible off camera, but really nice on. I'm the opposite.
Oh,
I would say you're horrible in both degrees.
Okay, fine.
No, you're
fine.
very. What I like about you, Tommo, and the first time we met, it was at F1 Arcade.
It was, yeah.
And I was telling you, I'm a big fan. It's nice to be here with you.
Stop
I
it.
see you as like the voice of reason.
Stop. No, that's not going to go that well.
has anybody got a sick bag on hand?
No, but that's the thing. Like the voice of reason in Formula One media and Twitter and all that still means everyone will hate it at the same time. But it's just nice. You're a calm presence, and I think I fangirled and showed you my TikToks, and I'm so sorry that I did that. It's the cringiest thing I've ever done in my life.
No, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to meet you again one day. I knew that wasn't the only time.
This is a man.
Mainly because Kieran is camped outside your house.
Yeah, I mean,
lovely windows.
That explains. Okay.
Yeah, lovely bay window. You were just lounging on your bay window.
Yeah, this is why you're back on TikTok, Kieran. So, again, thank you so much for you two coming today. First of all, I wanted to say, Katy, congratulations on the new podcast as well.
Thank you.
Small Talk. For everyone who doesn't know, because you're doing your own thing now?
I am, yeah. So I'm doing freelance motorsport stuff. So writing for people like Formula E, which is great because it's a championship I've always loved, and now I'm actually working for the championship, which is an honour, and doing some Formula One stuff with Sports Illustrated, which is really, really cool. I was going to be in Imola interviewing drivers and such, but obviously that got cancelled, so I'll have to wait until Silverstone to be able to chat to some people. But yeah, also have a podcast on the side, Small Talk. So if you're a fan of people sending you voice notes and chatting about F1, then that's basically my podcast. Is just me having a ramble about things going on in motorsport, making cups of tea, and it's just kind of cozy. It's a nice little feel. It
is. It's very cozy. I get that vibe. It's like a nice Sunday evening when the sun's coming down.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
And then you are like the polar opposite. This is what I love, because you two are so great, but also you're so different in your styles.
Yeah, I mean, you are. I don't know, I feel like I've been cheesy to talk about. You're amazing, and we worked together for a month. But Katie's just one of the nice people. But you are the master of voice notes.
Oh,
And
sorry.
It is a controversial topic, isn't it? Because some people hate a voice note, some people love it. But Katy Fairman voice note is the best thing in the world.
When I send voice notes to people now, I send a lot to Tom Bellingham, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I'm part of the Small Talk Patreon," because I'm like, I get exclusive podcasts from Katy. So, yeah.
But yeah, no, we are. Yeah, I think we complement each other well. It's a new pairing.
Like yin and yang.
Yeah.
Good.
Should we start a new channel? P2.
You can't say no, Katy.
Yeah, on live on air.
This is live.
Sure, let's do it.
I was going somewhere with it. Couldn't remember where I was going, so let's abandon it and move on.
What are you up to at the minute, Kieran?
Nothing. No, very much just sort of waiting for something to come along, filling my days. I'm having a lot of baths.
Okay. Oh.
I love a bath.
Oh, you're a bath guy.
Are you a bath kind of guy?
Not really.
Yes,
I was thinking about this on the way here.
Were you?
You struck me as like a brisk shower.
You were
kind of
thinking
man.
about me in a bath. Interesting.
Whilst I
I'm
was
glad
in it.
I'm at the other side of the table. What can I say?
I'm just going to slowly scooch over here this way.
But yeah, I basically just doing it. Like, this was nice. It was a nice chance to get out the house, do something fun. And yeah, if anyone just wants me to come to birthday parties or anything, really, I am a free agent.
I really, genuinely, I really like your approach and your style, because I'm not one to use TikTok typically. I've started recently because you said when I messaged you on TikTok, you were like,
we organised
is this the real Tommo?
We organised this through TikTok, and obviously your YouTube is prolific, but the TikTok is not quite as prolific at the moment. It'll get there. It'll get there. But I thought I was just being invited by some weird prankster to a studio in London.
I've been described in that way before, so maybe
fantastic.
Essentially, that was correct.
Yeah.
But
I'll get you on the TikTok grind.
Yeah, man, you need to because it's so different. Like short form, I think is so different to. I've always done long form, but moving over to have you done much short form, Katy?
I had TikTok for a while and then got quite bored of it and then had to delete it off my phone because I became so addicted to like just constantly scrolling.
That happens, yeah.
And I deleted it for like 2-3 months and now I'm back on it and now I'm thinking I need to get rid of it again because I'm wasting so much time on
Yeah.
it. It's not good.
It's pretty horrendous.
Yeah.
Like, I look at the sort of stuff you've been doing for years and compare it, like the amount of work that goes into it, production quality, and then just the way TikTok works, it's so disposable and people's tastes are becoming so disposable that I don't really count it as much. It's not worth the same, even though like numbers-wise it can look like it is. It's just easy. It's just easy, but...
Well, it's accessible, because like to make a long YouTube video, you need editing. So, like, I think what's so good with TikTok is it enables people to get their voices out there, which is the most important. Like, you can have all the editing you like, and I've got a pink channel, blah blah blah. Like no one will give a shit if I was boring. I like to think I'm anything but okay. Hopefully I'm not boring. That's what I might be divisive.
Do you want us to answer?
I want to take no, I don't want to answer, to be honest. Now we do have some predictions. We have prepared our predictions, but before we look at that, we have a short word from our sponsors. We're really excited to be sponsored by Freetrade, who is sponsoring this live stream.
Freetrade believes in commission-free investing for everyone. This means you won't pay any commission when investing your spare cash.
While other brokers charge up to £12 per trade, Freetrade doesn't, so you can keep more of your money. And where they do charge, like on FX, it's fair and transparent.
The design of the app makes it simple and easy to use, which is great for any experience level. From beginners starting to educate themselves on the benefits of investing to experts already in the know.
You can start investing from just £2, and they offer these things called fractional stocks. This basically means you can buy a small piece of expensive US companies like Google, Tesla and Apple.
With over 700,000 investors on board and having won the best online trading platform at the British Bank Awards 5 years running, they're an investment platform you can trust.
Now for the best bit. If you create and fund your account with just £50 using our link, you will get a free share worth between £10 and £100. That could be in anything from Ford to Spotify.
Remember, when you invest, your capital is at risk. The value of your portfolio can go up as well as down, and you may get back less than you put in. This is not financial advice. You should always do your own research on what investments are right for you before investing, or seek the advice of a professional.
We are back. I hope you enjoyed that word from Fairtrade. We can't do what we can do without the help of sponsors, okay? Thank you, Freetrade, for helping us out. And thank you, Cheetah, for joining us today. Do you want to get the Cheetah's predictions? I think it's time for Cheetah predictions.
How do you anticipate this segment working, out of interest?
Well, we get the predictions on screen. We'll see how... I think the Cheetah will nail it. Ignore the name above.
Who's Niran? I've never heard of him. I only know Cheetah.
There we go.
And spelt like the...
Oh, no, that's gone badly. That's gone terribly wrong.
You know what? That's fine. I'm happy with that.
No,
Let's leave it there.
I'm walking off. I'm walking off unless that's changed.
He's had enough. He's got nothing left. Right, okay, so... Only the Cheetah has gone with Fernando Alonso win. The rest of us have gone Max Verstappen. Carlos... Oh, have any of us gone the same, actually? Yeah.
We have.
Katy.
We have.
Me and you have gone the same.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Interesting.
That's lovely.
We're not that hopeful. Okay, you're the most hopeful of Esteban sticking up, Kieran. keeping up there. P3 is starting today.
Yeah, I mean, I think Carlos, I'm thinking of this race in terms of drivers who aren't afraid to go for a move that, others might not go for. And I'm looking at Carlos, I consider a driver like that. Fernando, I think I can see Fernando going into turn 1 ahead. I think he'll really go for it. I think maybe Max will give him a little bit of room, but I just think strategy Red Bull will come out on top ultimately. Anything can happen. Safety. You look like you're really doubting everything I'm saying, Tom, with your whole heart.
This is my concentration. I'm just soaking all that.
Very inquisitive.
Yeah, I like to think so.
I think Fernando, he's got to understand this is possibly his best chance of a win this season.
For sure.
Yeah. I can't see it getting any better. It's a track that really suits the Aston Martin. It's not the level of the Red Bull here still, but I think throughout the season we're going to see maybe Aston get swallowed up a little bit by Mercedes, potentially. Depends how good their upgrades actually are. And Ferrari, I think, will make improvements. Depends how Aston Martin progress, really. But I think he knows that if he gets ahead in turn 1, it's his best chance of the season. Otherwise, I don't think he's catching Max throughout the race. But safety cars, you never know.
Well, I mean, Fernando's been banging on about Monaco for ages, hasn't he? He's been hyping this one up.
He tweeted the date, didn't he? The 28th of the 5th. And lots of people saying, it adds up to 33rd win. Woo. But, I don't know. I mean, yesterday in qualifying, there's no denying that Fernando was just on his A game. He looked insane. And, it was only because Max is an animal in that final sector that he was able to get onto pole. But I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be another Max win. Maybe I'm just too pessimistic. Maybe the season so far has just completely ruined me and any kind of hope that I once had. And now I'm just like, Max will win everything. But I'd love to see a different winner. Max has won here before, and so has Fernando. But obviously, it's been such a long time. It's been over 10 years now since Fernando's last win. So, if he can do it here, then let's make it happen.
Do we think it was Max that made the difference yesterday to get that Red Bull on pole? Yeah,
in the final sector, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably my favourite camera angle, actually, of the whole season, of that shot of the drivers coming through the swimming pool complex and how close they get to that wall is just insane. Like, it almost seems to bend physics in a way.
Yeah.
When you see how close
they get.
Well, that
wall, because it's kind of soft on the inside somewhat, so Max touched it.
On it.
And there's plenty, Carlos touched it in practice before he then touched it and then ruined his suspension. But, you can get away. Yeah, I mean, this is where, for me, Monaco, yes, of course, the race is typically a bit of a procession. And we're not going to see wheel-to-wheel action here. But I do think that you've got, we're meant to have 24 races. Obviously, you've got 22 this year. There's room for something like this that's a different type of challenge. We saw an Alpine with Ocon within 0.2 of pole. Yeah. I mean, this is what Alpine have been banging out for a long time, talking about. We're going to be up there, and I'm sure when we go to Spain, there'll be, they won't be as close. But it's an opportunity where if you're a really confident driver, you're going to be exponentially rewarded. And clearly, Ocon was super confident yesterday. Lance's mate. Lance might not have done so well, but Esteban was flying the flag.
Yeah, I think as well. This could be at the end of the season how it's looking with the constructor standings. A good result today for Alpine, say double in the top 6, this could really make a difference when it comes to the end of the season. Because they're a bit of an anomaly, but I know Aston Martin have messed it up by making the jump they have this year. But Alpine's sort of just been left in a place of, they're not doing badly.
No, not at all.
But they were sort of solidly 4th, and now nowhere near that, really. So it's good to see him back amongst it. And I think Esteban, massively underrated driver generally. I really like the guy, and I hope he does well. I would really love to see him on the podium. I just think Carlos might have a bit too much for him today.
Yeah.
And I guess for him and Pierre, this is as close as they get to a home race now, with no France on the calendar.
That's very true.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, I think when you mentioned Carlos there, Carlos has been on the podium here the last 2 years. He always seems to have a way of finding himself up there. And like you said, with Monaco, I think we can afford to have a race like Monaco on the calendar once a year, where it is going to be such a challenge for those drivers. I mean, they say racing around Monaco is like trying to ride a bike around your living room, which is just insane.
I bet you've tried that.
I can't ride a bike.
A unicycle, however.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No, I just don't know how to ride. I can't ride a bike.
I didn't learn until I was an adult, to be fair.
Do you want to teach me outside?
Yeah, but I'm not the best person.
If there's a red flag,
you know what? There's a good chance of that as well.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see.
Who's going to bin it? I'll tell you what I enjoyed yesterday. Sky got a new graphic, which was Sainz going past the barrier, and it said close to wall, 15 centimetres. And this is just after Perez has binned it. I was like, you can't get much closer to the wall.
Minus 15 for Perez.
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes, the national anthem.
Oh, national
I think are we going to have Leclerc stood in his own little square again like we had last year?
Oh, I don't remember that, did we?
Yeah, and he had to go and stand up ahead in front of everyone.
Because he's the Monagasque.
Because he's the golden boy.
That's a bit funny, isn't it? I love that. But yeah, they've got the national anthems going now.
Oh, Checo's bored of it. He's got his fingers on his ears. And he's like, not good.
Checo's Oh, look at
Oh,
on
it
screen
says
as well.
Lando.
Look at that weather. 20% chance of rain.
Oh,
There's something I want to ask Niran about
What
Lando.
are those obs? Okay, go on.
Because Lando liked one of my very odd TikToks about Lance.
Okay.
And I had to check 5. I was very drunk when it happened. I had to check 5
nice,
times.
nice.
And I just want to check if he sent it to Lance. I want to find out.
Niran? No, he's playing the...
He's been giving me the cold shoulder since I got here.
Yeah,
to
he's like this
Yeah.
sometimes.
Much
you
more
know.
personable on camera.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nice.
This is the real Niran. What did we make of Checo yesterday? Binned it in qualifying, Q1. Championship point of view anyway. I mean, the chance of recovery is, again, maybe if that 20% chance of rain materialises, there's a shot. But like, this is the one place where you cannot, even in a Red Bull, you can't just make positions through. He's going to be stuck at the back, surely.
I think so. I mean, all the people that were getting ready with their King of Street Circuit graphic, just rapidly deleting it because, yeah, it's a rare mistake from Checo on a street circuit, but not really a rare mistake from him generally. Like, we've seen him make a few errors here and there, like Canada last year, that's technically a street circuit. He made the slip up there, although it was raining. Had it in Australia again earlier this year, which is technically a street circuit. So I guess maybe it's kind of like a win it or bin it attitude for him at these kind of circuits, because he doesn't really... I'm sure people in the chat will be able to fill me in and remind me of things, but I don't really remember him having too many big errors like that on traditional circuits even. So who knows, maybe he's got this confidence behind him and he's just pushing it that little bit too far, and he's reaped the rewards from it.
Well, I think when you're driving a midfield kind of Force India versus you've got a potential of a pole position, you're going to take different levels of risk, I imagine. Just instinctively. When I know they're all racing drivers, but there's more on the line and there's more to gain, in Monaco, if you actually nail it. And it's not even about, like, if you just get a good lap in and then someone else shunts, can root, because, like, everyone else's chances get ruined. So there's always, like, but the fact that he couldn't even get out of Q1 is just, like, that's huge, I think, from a championship.
Well, I think as well, it just sums up that difference. For the people who've been saying this could be a really tight race between Checo and Max, that sums up to me why it's not going to be. Max is just... Even when he's right on that edge, which we saw in that last quali run, he's in the limits. He knows he's not gonna smash out into the wall or something. He's just so good, and it's kind of why I separate Max from Charles as well. I think Charles got mistakes in him, and I don't think Max does. I think he's at the moment at the top of his game, sort of.
I'm trying to think in qualifying. I mean, there was obviously Saudi 21 when that glory lap he was on.
Yeah. But I'd say it's slightly different circumstances, and I know it does depend on the car, because obviously he's in the superior car now, and that was when Mercedes had made their sort of...
Yeah, he knew he had to drive at 100%.
But now, these days, as it stands at the moment, I just can't see him, in that Red Bull, I just can't see him making contact with a wall. Like, maybe
This is
technically.
going to age so badly if something happens on first lap.
Well, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I would like something interesting to happen.
Well, it was double trouble for Red Bull, because not only was Perez out, but they picked up the car on a cherry picker and brought it into bloody orbit so everyone could see their floor.
Yeah. Well, everyone's going nuts at seeing the Mercedes floor.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe not the one you should be focusing on today.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, look, obviously Mercedes upgrades, I don't think we're ever going to see the full kind of effect of them at Monaco necessarily, but I mean, Lewis was proper, like, he was loving it, even though he was scrapping away for, like, what, P6 in the end.
Wasn't loving it in FP3 when he nerfed it in the barriers, but
True, it happens.
It does. You've got to take yin and yang,
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Do we think Mercedes what are your opinions in terms of the catch-up, that 0.5%, let's say, that Red Bull have on everyone? Because Aston Martin have got loads of ATR time till the end of next month. They've still got that 100% allocation, and then it goes down. So, I mean, I think it's too late for a title challenge, but I could see by the end of this season, at least one other team being as quick as the Red Bull, just not quick enough to actually challenge for a title, if you know what I mean.
I can't see it being Mercedes. I think one thing I'm kind of a bit sick of is this constant, we'll get back their team, like coming out with the Mercedes sort of PR machine. And I think they will within a few years, but no one has a right to.
No, you're right.
And they're so far behind. Like, I think it's maybe when regs change, I think they could be back in the mix again. because you'd think they have to nail it that time. They have to. You can't get it so badly wrong twice in a row. But I think it all depends on Aston. Well, you can.
Yeah,
I suppose you can.
These are the teams at the back of the grid that have been there for like 10 years.
Yeah, no, that's very true. But I think Aston are probably just going to try and stay ahead of Ferrari. I think that'll be the main thing this season. But I don't think they'll see themselves developing to the point of the Red Bull this year. But next year we'll see the results of that cost cap penalty sort of kick in, I suppose. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting next year to see where we start, because if it's another Red Bull miles ahead at the start, it's going to be a depressing few years, I think.
Yeah, I can't see anybody catching up to Red Bull at this moment in time. I know we're only a few rounds into what is a really long season, but at the moment they just seem to be too much on the back foot. The other teams, I mean, not Red Bull. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if there are any more maybe managerial moves or like moves in terms of team personnel from team to team. Obviously that won't affect the rest of the season too much, because there'll be things like gardening leave that will have to be respected.
Yep.
But yeah, I think last year, you know, we had a Mercedes 1-2 in Brazil, which none of us could have really predicted when we saw how the start of the season went. So, you know, there is chance for these crazy results to come and that kind of thing. But yeah, I would still say I think Mercedes are going to be sort of comfortably fourth this season when the season ends. But wait for that to age so badly.
Well, I mean, Ferrari are dropping the bomb. As much as they've got a car that is, at least in qualifying pace, pretty on par with the Red Bull, obviously not in race pace, but for Charles Leclerc to only be on, 24 points, I think he's on, it's crazy, and a 3-place drop from qualifying yesterday. What did you two make of that one? Because obviously, for anyone who didn't see it, so Charles was going quite slow through the tunnel, kind of on the racing line. Lando's in Q3, going like the clappers, coming up behind, and has to slam on the brakes because there's a big Ferrari right in front of him. 3-place grid drop. What do we think?
Definitely a penalty for me. It's unfortunate because with Charles, it's kind of like you've seen a cat get run over, but then it's not quite dead, but other cars keep running it over.
Here is Cheetah.
Sorry.
Break the room, kid.
Yeah.
I knew I
Come
had to find an analogy. I went with cats being run over, but it's just so hard to see. Like almost every week, something going wrong for him.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's not his own fault, but this was one of those occurrences where, he should know better than that. And like Jensen was saying in the punditry yesterday, like Lando said, there's a spoken rule between drivers: you do not slow down in the tunnel.
Yeah.
So, it's a shame, but he deserved it in my eyes.
That's exactly the point I was going to make. And Jensen's on TV as we're watching it now. Yeah, Jensen.
He's a beautiful man. I hope I look
very handsome, isn't he?
I hope I look like that when I'm older.
He is.
Or now, actually. I would take it now.
Yeah. Chuck an extra 20 years on.
Yeah.
Oh, 10, 20?
How old do you think I am?
Oh.
I don't know.
How old are you?
How old do we think Kieran is, chat?
How do we think Tommo? Do we know? Is this
how old
coming-
I am? You call yourself a fan?
Yeah.
You don't know
29.
how old
You
I am?
have a copy of his birth
29?
certificate on your wall.
29.
I'm 30.
30?
Yeah, big
Oh.
3-0, mate. Done. Oh, don't look at me like that.
Well, it's just rapidly downhill from here, isn't it?
You know, part of the problem I think with that is that I think it was communicated very late, because I saw an onboard and it's difficult to know when like you hear the engineer relative to what you're seeing, because you assume it's synced, but sometimes it isn't. But it feels like Xavier's engineer communicated it super late that Norris was. I think he was communicating first about Verstappen.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
And then, by the way, Norris, wait, he's already there.
Oh, he's literally
And-
up your chuff.
And look, it's a team sport. Like, whether Charles at fault for dawdling in the tunnel or whether ultimately, if one makes a mistake, like if it's a bad pit stop, and it doesn't matter how good your driver is, if the team messes up the pit stop, and vice versa, you can have Lando put it into the wall and he made a mistake. McLaren did a great job to fix the car and get it back out. And that's what happens. It's not like, as much as we look at these drivers as individuals and names, it's a team sport. And unfortunately, if your team's going to let you down and not communicate, I mean, we had the Ferraris almost run into each other in practice as well. Do you remember that?
Massive snap away.
Yeah.
To save it.
In the swimming pool.
I think they've made big improvements this year, Ferrari, structurally. I would say from the outside, it looks like when it comes to strategy, they've kind of ironed out some of the issues we were having. But equally, I suppose they've not really been in the positions for it to matter as much. But there is still just a level of they need a complete restructuring, I think, at Ferrari. I just don't know how you can achieve anything keeping this same group of people who have got it so wrong, so consistent.
So often,
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that you'd be able to learn your lesson at some point. And they've got so much experience. The guys that are there, they are experienced individuals. But yeah, like you say, it's kind of
Something just doesn't click.
Yeah, I don't know if a fresh slate with everyone would be wise, but maybe there needs to be a bit of a reshuffle.
But I think as well, because it's Ferrari, whenever they do make a mistake, we will...
very
oh,
proud.
God, Ferrari again. Whereas if, like, Red Bull make a mistake, it's like, oh, we said one-off. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
So I do think that is true to some extent. Like, it's hard to really be objective when Ferrari have such a bad track record. But shall we look at the starting grid, everyone?
Let's
for
do
the for the 2023 Monaco Grand Prix, Max Verstappen ahead of Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon P3. My goodness. Come on, Esty Bestie. Did you coin that?
I didn't know.
I thought you did until I realised the other day that you didn't.
There's somebody called She Loves F1 who coined it on TikTok, and then I think I started using it on the podcast I used to do, and then it kind of gained a bit of popularity. But I'm not saying I invented it.
Okay.
I'm not taking that crown. She Loves F1. But
Just clear that one up.
Yeah.
It's good. Right. Well, bottom. These are the ones who are going to struggle.
I don't want to look at this.
Lance. Not very good. Other than that, no. Obviously, apart from Checo, Joe didn't have a good time either. Both the Hasses well off the pace as well. They didn't look that close. I think they only went for 2 runs after the red flag. What happened to Lance, Kieran? Can you give us some insight? Because Alonso's almost on pole and he's P14.
Well, I had a WhatsApp call with him yesterday and he didn't know himself. Yeah. He was in the bath as well. He loves a very bubbly bath.
Only the best for his Philorix's son.
Honestly, I'm baffled by it. I don't understand it because he hadn't looked particularly off the pace over the weekend.
That's what I mean.
He looked his standard difference behind Fernando, which is it's really hard.
Maybe
it's really hard to tell what that is. Is it Lance underperforming? Is it Fernando overperforming? I think it's probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle. But yeah, it was just odd. Just 2 runs and neither were impressive in the slightest. So even with the track ramping up, so I've got no idea.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions? Because we know he's a world class driver. So where?
Yeah, we know he's a world class driver.
World title incoming. Yeah.
yes.
No, I think the thing is with Lance, I do think the dynamic they have, if Aston Martin get a top car, which they're close, but they're not quite there. If they get a top car, then having that there's a clear 1-2 there. There's a clear 1-2. Everyone's going to be aware of that, of course. I'm sure Lance is as aware of that as anyone else, that Fernando's doing a fantastic job in that car. So if you want to have a title fight, if you want to win a Drivers' Championship, having a 1-2, a clear 1-2, is the way to typically go. So you're not going to be tripping over each other. You're not going to be taking points off of each other. So, yeah, as much as Lance isn't doing a great job relative to Fernando, I don't necessarily think that's a massive issue. If, say, for example, Mercedes get a top car right now, well, what do you do? Because Lewis and George are driving at very similar levels.
Oh, it would end badly, I think, at Mercedes.
Yeah, and then you end up, we always reference 2007. Alonso and Hamilton tripping over each other all the time, and then Kimi came through and took it at the end, so...
That's honestly my preseason prediction. That's how I saw this season going.
Yeah,
Mercedes having. I look back and I like to admit
we all do.
I like to admit. I think I predicted 12 wins for Mercedes this year, which was the most stupid thing I've ever said on broadcasted media.
And you let him come on the show?
Yeah, I know nothing, but everyone in the comments knows this already. But I thought it was going to be such a fight between Lewis and George that Max would just sweep it still.
Yeah,
very badly wrong on that. But I think Lance...
There's 16 rounds left.
Yeah, I think Lance has been doing the second driver job well enough up to this point. I think this differential is a bit difficult to justify.
Joe's starting on the softs.
Yeah, we've got an interesting...
Alonso on the hards, very interesting.
Oh,
Thought he might do that.
That's interesting. So
I'm surprised Ocon's not gone on the hards, actually. He likes that, doesn't he? A long stint on the hards and then...
He does. So he's got Verstappen medium, Alonso hards, Ocon medium.
Unless he's going to predict chaos and then just literally try and sweep him really quick and do your stop then.
What do you think the theory is for Fernando going on the hard tire?
Banter. I don't know.
Funny,
I mean, it's Fernando Alonso, so I wouldn't put it past him. Because obviously, if he can, go up the inside of Max into turn 1, it's probably a bit more difficult on the hard tire.
That's true, yeah.
Unless we've got to repeat, we're going to get Lance crashing into the barrier at a certain turn, bringing out a safety car.
No, don't even joke.
Nelson Piquet Jr. back again.
Yeah. Oh, the good old
Oh my gosh.
Poor Felipe. Can we have a second of respect for Felipe Massa? Because he's still really sad, isn't he?
He's there this weekend, I saw him.
Is he?
Yeah, I saw him.
Is he doing the post-race questions? Because they're always entertaining when Felipe's on them.
Yeah, he's very good at that.
When he's
about
interviewing
15
Lewis.
minutes. Hi, bro, how's it going, bro? And then it's like, are you going to ask him about the race? Or?
Just
it's like a catch-up. It is. It's like with mates. It's quite cute.
Formation lap time. Right, let us know in the live chat. Will Fernando Alonso be leading out of turn 1? I want to get a poll going if we can, lads. Will Fernando Alonso be leading out of turn 1?
On the hards, that'd be it'd be very
big
impressive.
ask. Yeah.
Very impressive. But he's a very impressive man.
He is. He's quite.
You're a very impressive man.
Oh my
I was
God.
waiting for that.
I'm just kidding. But you mentioned about letting Alonso take the lead. We saw Verstappen, was it in Australia? He let Russell go through because he didn't want the fight because he knew he could take him later on. So maybe it'll be a case. I know Monaco's different because it's meant to be very difficult to overtake. But perhaps he'll see Fernando charge him past and just go, okay.
Yeah.
I can get you on the strategy, babe, it's
was it the post-qualifying press conference where Max and Fernando and Alonso was like, "Oh, he could let me have it, couldn't he? Like, you've got enough."
He's got enough.
And Max was like, "Oh, think about it."
They have a good thing going on, those two.
Yeah, Max is like an Alonso regen. Like
Yeah.
they share a lot of characteristics.
Yeah.
They do, which is. But that's what's kind of beautiful about the sport. You know, you got all these different characters, and everyone's so different, even though they're all like so good and so close at this one specific ability, talent. They're all so different as characters.
Yeah, very different backgrounds. Well, most of the backgrounds have a lot of money involved.
Of course.
A couple of them don't.
Yeah.
And we respect that.
Esty bestie.
Esty.
And
Big
the
up
crazy
Esty Bestie.
third.
Yeah, man. Cook, Esteban, Cook. Right. Will Alonso lead out of turn 1? 58% of you are saying no. 42% believe.
That's a lot of optimism, I would say.
That's belief. Come on. It'll
What
be
do you think,
exciting.
Niran?
No, nothing still. It is, honestly.
Bastard.
Can we tear up Niran's contract? So I'll get.
I'll take it. I'm honestly looking for anything.
Yeah, this will be an interview, okay?
I'll sit next to Tommo. Oh my God.
Oh, no, don't.
Niran comes in and is like, because Niran will be here. He's just going to be late. Hopefully, he's not too held up with his
I saw
train.
he
Bless
left a
him.
comment and was like, I hate trains.
Yeah,
So,
don't we all?
Is he like
Watching along.
walking? Or
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe he's scooting on his bottom.
do you think all the drivers going to make it around first lap?
oh, I don't know.
Oh man, these cars are huge. But the thing is, this is your opportunity to make an overtake.
Will Nick De Vries make it around the first lap?
Yes. He's got
Nah, it'll be alright. He did quite
right.
well.
No, he didn't.
No
Q2.
rain falling, so that's something. Here we
1,
go.
2,
Come on.
3, 4, 5 lights. The Monaco Grand Prix is underway. It's okay from
Ooh,
Fernando, but Max Verstappen is going to lead.
Anybody
out.
gonna have a massive
Ocon's
lock
on the
up?
inside of Alonso. Ooh, no. Okay. I think everyone's
That was underwhelming.
I've never done a walk down, so
Hamilton's-
I don't know how much I'm meant to talk.
talk away, mate.
It's exciting.
Go for it. Just say what you see. It's like catchphrase. You had Hamilton was having a little sniff at the back of Sainz, but
See, McLaren's getting very close.
blimey, very close. But everyone's kept it clean.
Have.
Oh God, yeah. Ooh, is that
Lance.
Sonoda?
Oh, you
Oh,
Jump.
how do we get away with that? Oh, Lance has been squeezed.
Lance is barely
Press-
moving.
Oh, press-
my!
no,
It's all
this
back.
is sandwich.
This is like
Oh.
F1 22. It's like
literally
playing the
is.
game.
How is Press still last? Or is he not?
Is that the most contact we've ever had in the space of...
Out from out, the inside. No, they're all good. Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
that was
Joe
Christ.
almost in the wall. Whew, okay.
Bumper car.
There's surely some
I wonder
front
if
wing
there's
end
gonna be any
plates
debris,
struggling.
Yeah.
You'd think, but
Be some debris at the hairpin there.
any big
Proper
movers?
massive.
Stroll.
Stroll's dropping down. He's in 18.
Hulkenberg's got damage as well. He's coming in. By the looks of it. Oh man, Stroll P18.
Wear that hat proudly.
Not looking good, Brad. It's not looking good.
That is a great reaction. Right there.
Yeah, I was going to get a new profile picture for Twitter.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
And
puncher,
a
Stroll.
puncher. Oh, sparks are sparking.
Not good. Well, look.
Was he on the hard... What tyres was he on?
Yeah, I was going to say, if he can put the hard.
Oh, he's on the hards already. Yeah.
Ah, that's an L. Oh,
Right.
Checo's in the
Pressing.
pits.
He's going to go for some hards. Interesting.
Did Perez make contact with anyone, or is this purely
No,
strategic?
I think he just stepped out of the way and kept it at the back.
Yeah, so it looks like Checo's going hard tire to the end.
Or he's meant to be master tyre. Oh,
Oh,
safe
my
release.
Ooh, we made
He
up
might
a
get away with
position
that.
there then.
Yeah.
And Max is already bridged DRS. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Max
Oh
has got
my
the medium, isn't he? So
Oh, yeah.
second and a half over Alonso. But yeah, you're right. He's going to try and open up that gap. I mean, DRS
Oh
isn't
my gosh.
a massive factor here,
Gabby's
isn't it?
got
So-
already. Jokes.
This is why I do think, you know, if they mandated 2 stops
Yeah.
for this
I think
race,
that'd be good.
I just, why not?
Just trying anything. Just
Hulkenberg
experiment.
Noted.
Yeah, Sargent and Hulkenberg noted causing a collision. Well, Sargent's P15 now. But yeah, Hulkenberg's right at the back. So Checo did make up a couple of positions in the pit stop. But other than that, the Monaco.
Yeah.
Such a depressing
So what's everybody going to have for lunch?
What do we think of Yuki once again in Q3? I think Yuki's doing a great job this year. I'm biased, I'll be honest. I'm very biased. But Yuki's my guy. And, we are joined by a special guest. We just
Hi all. Hello.
filled the seat for today.
I see.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
Yeah, thank you very much for that. You said you'd never cheat on me.
Very good. Very good. He's come in, he's had a stressful journey and he's nailed it.
You know what it is?
Nailed
I
it.
thought it was actually inflatable, so I've gone to pick that up and it's wham. Oh
Yeah.
God, this is so small.
We had to lower
No way to talk about me, Niran.
And the chair as well.
I'll leave. You can just see the cheetah as well, just down here on the wide shot.
Incorrect
Russell
starting
noted.
motivation for George. What does that mean?
Oh, maybe it's out of his
Placement in
grid
the
box. Maybe.
Russell
They've
has.
changed the wording on that then, have they?
Not sure.
Wasn't that infringing?
Unless he was like talking to his
procedure?
engineer or something on the formation lap or something.
Yeah, because you're not allowed, are you? To.
So in my view of this, Stroll was twatted twice by other people. But was he at fault?
It's so tight. You have a little ding ding.
I like it's just peeking out.
I
It's
just had
quite
to pat
cute.
him. It's just like, he's done a good job there. Thank you for filling in.
Held the fort, you know.
So this is Lewis on board.
So Lewis had a great
George.
start.
Oh.
He kind of got a bit stuck, but he had a shot at Sainz up the inside, but he almost got
Goodness
alongside.
gracious.
That's close between
It's close.
those two.
How are we doing, Niran?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'd just like to make a public service announcement. Fuck trains in the UK. Thank you very much.
Yep, that's fair.
Should have got here an hour and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, goodness me.
He went for a gap that wasn't.
I was
really
going to
there.
say, Stroll, mate, come on. Not in Monaco.
In my
There's a
opinion.
lot
Kind
of
of
traffic
centre-esque.
round
And then
here.
he's going to get. Oh, he's an idiot.
Oh, he's done it
tried to
again.
put his nose in there. He's putting his nose in. There's no space. What's
Yeah.
he trying to do?
Well, they
You
should make
can't.
space for him.
He's got-
Because it's Lance Stroll. Out the way,
should
peasants.
part the ocean for
Look
last.
at him.
It's time to
Yeah.
start a
That's
not
dialogue,
fair.
everyone.
Yeah, that
It's
was
time
fantastic.
for our annual Is Lance Stroll? Oh, my lord! What a move that was!
Lance
though,
Stroll
by
looks
the
like
way.
Benny Senna compared to that driving.
Sargent's,
that?
Sargent's got butt up.
Oh my god.
No, but that
Jesus
has
was
to
just
be
chaos.
great.
Everyone.
Was that Hulk trying to send it? Or was that Magnussen? do you reckon?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Hulkenberg's now
yeah.
pitted, so he got damage.
Yeah.
So maybe it was all of that for nothing. But either way,
Oh,
that was a great
Max.
send.
2.2 second lead.
Great to meet you guys, by the way.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You too, hi.
Don't usually do this on
Hi,
camera.
everyone. Hello, apologies.
No worries.
There you go. And Hulkenberg has a 5-second time penalty,
For what?
Driving like that.
For what? Oh, fair enough.
causing a collision.
Has Stroll
There
been
you go.
investigated or?
That happens. I mean,
No, they just expect it from him, so they just kind of like.
I can't take this slander. I can't accept it.
you
Get used
refuse.
to it.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'll go
have
penalty.
Lance
So
Stroll
many
superfans like really sending me horrible stuff on Instagram quite frequently because they think I'm not defending him enough.
Oh,
There are
okay.
more than one Lance
Yeah.
Stroll superfan.
See, this is the sort of situation where
Yeah,
I'd like
you find
I'd
yourself
like
in
to
a
make
lot,
a joke
yeah.
about
Not
this. but
extreme
yes,
and
there's lots
deluded
of us.
enough, Kieran.
What's that?
Yeah, you're not extreme and deluded enough.
No, I'll get there.
Yeah,
I'll get there.
yeah, one day. Perez fastest lap. Okay, interesting. Come on then,
Go on,
Checo.
Sergio.
Well,
This is it. The Sergio redemption arc
Yeah.
starts now.
He did it in Sakira a few years ago, from the back to the front.
Exactly. Why not here?
Yeah.
And they've retargeted
Apart from the
something as
obvious
well.
answer,
Where's
that
the
is
list?
quite literally everything.
That probably was his best bet, though, right? Bolt hards on at the start.
Yeah.
So you've got clean air to drive in, and then wait for everyone else to pit, and hopefully you can go to the end. Because when Ricciardo won around here with was it MGU something? One of the MGUs.
Went bang.
No engine.
Yeah, just fell
Ran
out.
it.
He was Fred Flintstone in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Running the whole
the
area.
whole time, the whole race.
And still managed to win. So that's the
why
challenge
it's
of
a
Monaco. That's why we should mandate a 2-stop. But there you go. They didn't listen to me.
Could I ask a question just quickly?
Go for it.
Who wrote Cheetah on the predictions?
That was producer Alex.
It's his actual name. It's a pun. It's on his birth certificate.
Cheat the cheater. So Fernando's 2.2 behind Verstappen. So It's a gap.
I think he'll probably be
There is
happy
a
with
gap.
this. I reckon.
If you no longer go for a gap as well.
Well, do we think like because a soft tyre at the end, maybe Alonso stays on as long as he can and then puts bolts on a soft at the end? It kind of the thing is because Alonso's behind Verstappen, he can react to whatever Max does. So I'm sure Aston will have prepared various.
This could be one of those like Ferrari plan A through G kind of situations.
Oh, they've already binned off at least 3 plans.
Yeah,
I reckon, at this stage.
No safety car yet. That is ruined
That's
half
plan
of the
A
strategies.
gone. That's done.
No, absolutely.
What did you make of qualifying yesterday, Niran?
I thought it was scintillating. I was very confused by
Sounds
it.
almost sarcastic. I know you mean it, but
I just come out with these words sometimes. I think I was most baffled by Esteban Ocon's performance, to be honest with you.
Unreal.
And also Verstappen's final sector was a thing of beauty. And I didn't quite understand it. You know, when you watch something in sport and you're just like,
How?
I actually can't comprehend doing that, let alone watching that.
0.3 to Alonso on the shortest sector around Monaco.
That Raff he absolutely slapped it.
I mean, but that shows the level as well. Like the fact that the top, I don't know, like 5 was split by 0.2 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like around a track like this as well. Like the level of these drivers is ridiculous.
Personal
It's actually
favourite was
crazy.
the Lando incident tweet, though. I'm just going to put that out there.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that.
What? As in, like, Leclerc blocked him, obviously. And he replied to F1's tweet with the Leclerc incident meme.
Oh,
really?
I didn't see that.
Did you not?
No.
Yeah,
No, I didn't
banged.
see that. That was good.
I saw him send a little love heart to Charles
No.
when he did his.
You can't
Right
switch
one.
bromance, can
he
you?
was getting stick from idiots because he was
Oh
like,
my
"Oh yeah,
God.
Charles should get a penalty for it,"
He said,
and everyone's
you
like,
get disqualified.
"Oh, Lando's
Yeah.
he's so unprofessional." It's like, calm down.
It's
Sorry,
a
lads.
joke.
Fucking hell.
It's a joke,
That must be so weird because like most of these F1 drivers, I think more than ever, they all kind of get along. Like most of them are like mates.
And they all
Like,
get
they're not gonna be
social
best
media
friends.
as well. They all
Yeah.
know it's
Yeah.
all a joke. Do you
So
know what I'm
then
saying?
to see like super fans of your mate attacking you,
Leclerc.
or like super fans of you attacking
Yeah.
your mate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
must be so weird.
Underscore
Yeah.
26X on Twitter.
People getting offended for you.
Yeah.
If I know Lando, he'll be really upset right now, or if I know Charles, he'll be really upset right now. No, just
don't
leave
know.
them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apart from Lance, he's mine.
it's the parasocial relationship side
Yeah.
of things is a bit much. But what are you doing with Cheetah?
Actually,
He's just getting
he
Cheetah in
wasn't
shot.
quite in shot there.
Yeah,
so.
Cheetah's. If I'm with Cheetah a bit further.
I did enjoy Cheetah, but the energy's definitely gone up since you've arrived.
Right.
So I think you're safe in the job. for
He's
another
a bit
couple
more of a
months.
calm sort of presence,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
on the show, to be honest with you.
Which is
That we
nice
want-
at times.
Yeah, he likes to just sit and observe.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Every action sometimes just sit and observe.
Wow. Alonso's already opened 7 seconds to Esteban Ocon on the hard tyre as well. That's insane.
Wow.
That
I mean,
moment.
he's sticking at this around 2.3 from Verstappen.
Yeah.
And choosing to do that on the hard tyres, because it feels like a choice with Fernando.
Yeah.
Everything he does feels like a choice.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah.
it's not sometimes. So
Man,
very impressive so far.
His brain is operating on a different level. to
On a
most.
higher plane.
Well, remember, was it last year when Alonso held up everyone and there was like an entire track?
Yeah.
He was like that side
Here in
of the
Monaco.
track and everyone else was, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Which, I mean, look, Ocon's played a blinder. He's held on to position on the mediums. Now, Sainz is not going to be able to get past. It's just Alpine need to nail their
Just
pit
stop the
stops. And I
race,
think
yeah.
P3 could well be on.
Just sack off the race,
Just
man.
like-
Just
Is it
just
going to
call-
get any better?
Let's
Probably
call
not.
it a game.
I'm just because the Aston's very good on its tyres, isn't it? So I'm just interested to see how this, because 2.5 seconds is not insurmountable. But it will all be down to the pit stops, won't it?
But there's this thing as well at the moment we're thinking, oh, well, Aston getting closer or Alonso's managing it. But then there's always the thought in our head of just, oh, Max is just taking it easy.
Yeah, he's having a gentle stroll around.
It always seems
yeah.
to come down to that, doesn't it?
This is what we just don't know. That's one thing I don't think F1 will ever be able to communicate to us, but we just, like, there's only so much we can draw from seeing all of those gaps. Like you say, is Max pushing 100%? Like at Baku, when Checo and Max were both pushing 100%, there's not like a graphic that can tell us they're really pushing or they're saving, because the teams don't want us to know that, do they?
Yeah.
So that's where you have to speculate a lot, don't you? But
We're looking at Sergio Perez now in 18th. One thing I missed because I was in the lift, did Sergio Perez pit with damage, or did he just decide to pit?
I don't believe he got
I
damaged.
think
No, he was
out
sat
of trouble
back.
at the back. Yeah, I think
Right,
he pushed
okay.
down
But
the bolt.
he didn't make up any positions at the start, so
Yeah.
Maybe that was a thought. I don't know. But I mean,
Maybe that was just a plan all along. He was just like, fuck it, I'll just do the whole race on hards.
yeah. The fact that he's already caught up is pretty crazy. And Stroll didn't pit, did he? Or did he?
Oh,
No, I don't think he did.
that team radio graphic in the tunnel just then was crazy. Sorry.
All right.
Distracted by the small thing.
Alonso's just
Been a long
asking about the diff.
Oh, that's how exciting it
I'm
is.
surprised
Yeah.
he's not watching the
Oh.
TV screen,
Oh
honestly.
my gosh, look at
The
this.
diff. That's
Oh, Jesus Christ.
it's almost like actually I saw a really interesting I looked at it and I was like, that sounds awful, but actually maybe it wouldn't actually be that bad. Imagine if at Monaco they awarded 50% points for race and 50% points for qualifying.
It's the same thing anyway, isn't it? To be fair,
that's
like,
true, yeah.
they might as well, like, realistically. it doesn't change.
To be fair, that is a good point. Because qualifying is such, you're getting that payback anyway.
Yeah. Unless you break
qualifying.
down. That would actually be kind of cool if you broke down in the race. 'Cause then at least you banked like 50% points in
Yes.
qualifying.
Yes. No, because I mean,
So I'm
these.
assuming if I did well in quali
Yeah.
at Monaco,
Yeah.
and then I still don't even get in the
Yes.
points, that's a miraculous achievement.
You're opening the doors to a lot of enforced yellow flags as well. Little Rosbergs around the track.
Oh, true, actually.
Yeah, causing yellows.
Rosbergs.
Little Rosbergs.
Naughty.
Little Rosbergs running around.
Do you think me?
Yeah, well, there was that stage where
Nice shots.
Sainz is all over the back of Ocon. It's very close. There was that stage, obviously, Fernando had set quickest lap in, but then there was a stage when Ocon went quickest as well. Oh, mate.
How long do you think it'll be before we start seeing shots of people on yachts? When TV direction gets... Oh!
Change the camera angle.
He's damaged his front wing, and
How's Esty?
is he going to get a
Sainz,
puncher?
you better not have given
Sainz,
Esteban a puncher, I'll tell you what.
Or he's bumping around. He looks like
What did I say before the race? I thought Carlos might go for a move.
It's a slow
Has
one
he
if it is a
damaged
puncture.
Esteban?
I think he's okay. I think he would have like slowed down a lot more.
oh my
They'll
god.
pit.
Sainz, you not
Science, I couldn't have put it better myself.
Okay.
Oh, Science isn't pitting, by the way. He's
That's
just gonna
weird.
which I hear, to be fair.
Oh, that front wing is... He's going to
He
get
should
a...
have pitted, man.
Meatball flag.
You fucked
Meatball
it.
flag.
Meatball
He's going to give himself a
flag.
puncher if he's not careful, Science.
He's gonna
Bro,
run over
you've
that.
got to tell him to pit, man.
He's either
Nah,
going
it's
to try
gonna, it's gonna fall off this
nerf
lap.
it off
I think.
in the corner somewhere. Oh, they just sat there waiting. You coming in?
Slow button on.
So
Oh,
did they tell him
Carlos,
to
you
pit?
idiot.
Oh.
Yellow flag set to
Yellow
one.
flag. Is that
was
fall?
that
Oh,
debris?
yeah, it's
That's for
fallen
the
off.
debris,
It's fallen
yeah.
off.
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake.
That's good though. You'd rather like he's,
yeah,
he's not
but
gonna
now
want
it's
to
in the middle of the track.
Will they go to
Yes.
VSC maybe?
Facts.
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh, yellow.
Depends where it is.
You're
I
kidding,
like that.
man. They might
Oh, I see
VSC
that.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
Do you-
cool.
I think they'll VSC, surely, if it's right in the middle of the track. I don't know where it is on the track.
Well, if you're going to yellow it, you're going to have to. Unless they're hoping someone runs over it and knocks it off.
By the way, going to front wing cam and then him breaking his front wing is great entertainment.
See,
Carlos, I've got to say.
F1
He's
took
done
us to
really
the
well.
broadcast this year, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, exactly. We'd have been watching like Nick DeVries at the time if it was the Monaco director.
Oh, traditions there.
Well done, Carlos.
I want to know where this bit of...
Oh, radio, here we go, Science. What's he saying?
Mr. Science. Yeah.
I need to know the damage.
Well, it's your front wing, boss.
We are checking. We got
Green flag. Oh, it cleared it.
To be honest, if I'm Carlos, I think you're better off just leaving it. Because like, it's not like you're going to lose position to Lewis.
Say the
with a slightly
line,
broken front
Bart.
wing.
We are checking.
Say the line.
Well,
Okay.
Esteban, if he's not got any damage, he'll be loving life.
Okay,
So
so
hopefully this will have
it looks like
damage
they're
in
not
cars.
bringing him in.
I wonder how much this is going to impact Sainz's lap times.
To be fair, I mean, was it Albon lost the front wing end plate? Was it last race towards the start, I think? And he didn't lose a huge amount of performance.
Okay.
And I guess around a track like Monaco,
That's true, yeah.
he's got a quicker package than Ocon anyway, so it's probably not what it's more that if he would have got the flag, the meatball flag
Yeah.
that Magnussen always used to get.
What is going to affect him potentially more is he's apparently under...
Puncher Alonso!
No! You're joking.
Nah.
Imagine if
4
he's run
seconds
over that
off, to be
Sainz
fair.
debris.
It's
Imagine if
maybe
he's won.
Puncher.
Oh.
Do you think?
Oh, yeah, he was so slow through there.
Are you
Right, get in for
joking?
mediums then.
Oh, the win is over.
All looks okay
What?
on the front.
Don't do this to us.
The team's saying it's fine.
He looked really slow through the swimming pool. But I don't know, that might just be racing.
Hey, did
hell?
Alonso
Whatever.
say he thought he had a puncher?
Yeah,
Why is
Alonso
that?
thought he
He
had a
just lost
puncher.
a second in that
Gap's
second.
growing.
The team was
Sorry.
like, you're fine.
Don't trust him.
If he's run over that, Carlos Sainz has blood on his hands. He could have had something serious today.
Spanish Civil War, man.
Yeah, that's so true.
I think they were just asking whether he's made contact with a wall or something.
Everything's looking okay here, Fernando.
Oh my gosh, don't do that to me again. Fernando.
Don't do it. He's playing with us, man. I bet he knows.
He's bored. He's bored.
It's true.
You know what? It's settled down now. I'm just gonna
want some more
fuck
TV
around and
coverage.
find
He's
out.
seen Sainz hit fucking Ocon on the TV screen whilst he's driving around.
That'd be incredible at Monaco, wouldn't it, if we get one of those voice messages from him?
Yeah.
Not voice message.
Voice message.
What's voice note?
That would be actually very
Yeah.
impressive as well.
How's Lance progressing through this race?
In the Aston Martin group chat.
I'm not as big a fan of you as I was before.
It's because you bite, Kieran.
This is an
what
awful
makes it
day
fun.
to be an Aston Martin fan if there is a puncture involved.
Oh, Ocon Sainz.
what's
been investigated.
happened?
Yellow flag set to 1.
Flag again.
We've seen the Ferrari
happened?
garage.
What have we got this time?
Why do we need
Is
to
it just the
replay?
steward- Is it
Whoa.
stewards trying to get the...
Sainz is so far back. That's just silly. Yeah, he's not making that corner. Sainz is. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Sainz gets a penalty for that.
He has been
Yeah.
investigated.
He's
for
nowhere
it.
near.
Yeah.
And he's going
it's
so
not a
quick.
racing incident in any way. That
He didn't hit Ocon's tyre, which is good. He
That's
just hit
rude.
the
I
back of his car.
Bonk. Bonk. Oh,
Oh,
Sainz.
green for whatever
L.
it was, so that's good.
L. Big L, Sainz.
Oh,
Not good.
Carlos.
Ocon radio.
I mean, Ocon was pretty calm about that. He was like, there was not enough
Oh,
space
look,
for
there's
both
that
of us.
debris. So
Oh
who's-
my God!
Don't tell me
Right
Hamilton
in
runs over
plumb
it.
middle of the track.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
Hamilton
does.
went over.
Hamilton went
Nice,
over.
yeah. And Leclerc, nice.
Ooh.
Good stuff, everyone.
Excellent.
Fernando didn't hit it, though, because it was out of the way after that.
Oh, hello.
Ooh.
Sergeant's got a bit of a train behind him.
He's the sergeant of that train, am I right?
Oh.
That doesn't work. They don't have sergeants. on
Train sergeant.
trains. Yeah, that would be crazy, though.
Yeah, it would.
I just hate trains now. Unfortunately, I've just got a negative opinion of all trains.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll raise you another issue.
Yeah.
Bank holidays. I hate them.
You hate bank holidays?
Can't stand them.
But why? It's less work. We all get to chill for an extra day.
Oh, we don't do proper jobs. Come on.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, whenever anyone says like, "Oh, it's a bank holiday," to me, I'm annoyed because
Everyone else is out.
everyone else is
Yeah.
chilling, and I'm
But it's
probably
just,
not.
I pitched this to Katy earlier. Sorry for the stutter in there. I don't know where that's come from. I've never stuttered in my life. I just got nervous.
So right
But
out.
what I was pitching was, I think we should all take it like when you board in an airplane, you take different sections. Like women and children might come on, and then military personnel.
yeah, Dave. Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Like different segments of no, this is getting very this isn't good. But if we split bank holidays amongst
I
people,
want to stop you talking, but I don't.
No,
Yeah.
I kind of don't.
You know what? I know where it's going, and I hear it. I really do.
I think it's getting towards like quite right-wing ideology, so I'm going to rein back from that. I didn't mean that. I apologise.
It's taken up.
There'll be some people watching asking what a bank holiday is, I assume. Is that
Medium
just us who
runners.
do them?
Complaining of grain.
Sorry, there's a race on.
I think they do actually have bank holidays everywhere. Not in other places. I think Spain has them. I can't remember.
I'm always surprised that there's not any like catch fencing where that corner is. The marshals, like the fencing is so low and the marshals
Yeah,
are
yeah.
literally right there. But
Just stood behind, just like yo.
obviously, must be
It
fun.
always looks weird when Martin Brundle's at that one chicane
Yeah.
where there's just like no barrier and it's just like the car's like
Yeah.
just there and there's nothing
It's
in the
out
way.
of the
Obviously you
tunnel.
can't actually get to that.
Yeah.
There's no need for a barrier, but it just always looks weird.
Yeah, but I mean, it's bad. You could like somebody could just run onto the track.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's actually a
Oh, we've seen it.
But then I guess you could do that with some of the shallow, like lower barriers.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
anyway,
Thinking about it, K-Mag.
He is.
Checo fastest lap on hards in 18th. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, I think you got that earlier. I think when he had some
Oh,
clean
is it just
air.
not changed?
Well, when he had some
Oh.
clean air, yeah, I think obviously now he's kind of stuck behind Stroll, but
Oh, Nick.
Well, yeah, you're not going to get past Stroll. No chance.
no, exactly.
Not because it's Monaco.
the
Not
power
'cause it's
of
Monaco.
Stroll.
see
Oh,
a replay.
Nick at Hulkenberg, por favor.
Yeah, Verstappen's almost
Yeah.
got a whole pit stop ahead of Ocon. Mad.
Yeah, that's peak.
20 seconds.
Oh,
Black and
Oh,
white flag
that's-
for science.
I don't see that very often.
No, you don't do it.
It's warning. Don't hit him again, lad.
Don't do it.
Or else I'll give you a penalty, mate.
Don't do it.
Don't do it again, son.
You got to think if
like what Neil's footage sounds like.
yeah.
Nice.
That was an accurate representation.
do we think if Ocon had got
Oh no! Why would you change his camera angle?
I mean,
Oh, he's
terrible
done it.
TV direction.
or
Yeah, that was shocking. The Monaco
Overtake,
TV
cut.
director snuck back in.
great move from K-Mag. Fantastic move from Katy.
That was great.
That was really good into Mirabeau. What a man.
See a replay in 5 laps time.
Williams have no pace, do they?
Yeah,
Because you've got
not at all.
Sargent holding up a train. You've got Albon 6 seconds behind De Vries as well.
Come on, Stroll. Is he going to do something here?
Oh, here we go.
Oh!
Go on, Stroll.
That's dangerous driving from Logan, that is.
Yeah,
Is it now?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Lance had that then. No.
Clear weaving,
Oh my God.
to be honest.
We actually got an overtake in Monaco. Wow.
Might be the winner of the overtake
Oh,
award.
Stroll's right there.
The one and only overtake from today's Grand Prix.
Jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
come on,
Stroll's
Stroll.
sending it.
No.
Lovely.
Oh,
and
Checo as
through
well.
as well. Is he? Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely
Oh,
stuff.
penultimate corner. You don't see many of them. Not in F1 cars.
Best on the grid.
Jesus,
Best
look.
on the grid.
Oh, Logan's been mugged here.
I've just got to vote
Yeah,
for overtake of the day.
Driver of the day.
No, he's not going to lose 3 positions in like half of that.
Oh, he has
Cut back.
already. He's lost 3 in a lap. Go on, Joe.
Oh, they're all having a go.
Has he got damage or is he just
I think the Williams is just slow. Again, look at Albon's pace relative to De Vries.
Yeah.
7.5 seconds back.
got no straight lines, have they? That's where they're stronger.
Yep. They're NASCAR merchants,
Yeah.
Williams.
Having number 2 as your number is psychotic behaviour for me. That can't. I'm sorry.
It's like an inferiority complex.
It
isn't
it is. Like,
Yeah.
like, obviously, I can't choose number 1, so fine. I guess 2's the next best thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just got to be a bit more extravagant with it.
Yeah. I see what you mean. It's really weird, isn't it? There's something about the number 2.
3,
Ooh.
fine. Oh,
Oh,
goodness
how?
me.
K-Mag. That is a send and half.
Saucy.
I think Sargent backing out of that is what led to the struggles he had the rest of the lap.
Yes. Yeah, well, you had to. Oh, let's see this Stroll move again.
Oh, it's sexual.
That
It's
is such a nice
sexual.
move, to be fair.
that is Peggy 18.
Come over
that
here.
is.
I'm-
Scooch over.
Thankfully, no under the table shot.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
Specifically
and then
Just
requested
hit.
it. Specifically,
got enough
Go
garrers.
throw out.
We've got enough.
Tom Garrett broke his... Not Tom Garrett. What's his name? The arm brake.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Garrett.
Yeah.
He had the arm brake. I'm going to break... No, sorry.
No.
I'm going down... I'm so
This
sorry.
better be funny because this.
No, it's just wrap it.
I just try and be entertaining, but I just go down paths that aren't funny. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to break anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, please don't. I don't know if the insurance covers it here. Like,
Sargent's already 5 seconds off the back of Perez.
Ooh.
Wow.
stinky on the mediums.
Oh, and Alex is pitted as well.
Isn't
Come on,
No.
Alex.
he?
Oh, lordy
That
lord.
door.
Yeah, your boy's in last now. I'm saying he's out here.
What number would you go for, Niran?
Good question. I think I'm a very sort of like the same number but twice sort of man. 88, 77, 33. Tommo's age. Like I think just generally speaking, like
Wow. Ouch.
You are old, to be fair.
Hulkenberg. We just missed.
I'm not saying
we
I'll
just
get right
missed
back.
a quality overtake.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really sorry. Yeah, that was actually just my part.
violated
Waffling about the
me.
numbers. Sorry, all.
Not 33. Who's this? A Salbot on a Williams.
Oh.
I mean, that's one way to do it. To be fair, that is nice.
Joe, what are you playing at?
Yeah.
And he's lost
come
the
on, mate.
position. There. How do you do that? How do you cut a corner and lose a position? That's
That is very
crazy.
odd. That is very odd.
I think he was punished for his integrity. He made the mistake, owned up to it, and got
Yeah.
slapped in the face.
Yeah.
That's what I
He
think.
almost
that's
felt
fair.
too bad, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Bless him.
Whoops.
I really want Joe to have a sudden burst of getting results and being really successful. But he's just not got the car to do it, has he?
Yeah, that Alfa Romeo is
Yeah.
like just really stinky.
The monitor's frozen on a picture of Tommo's face. That's
It's
Yeah.
a lovely little
Is it-
pout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
cute,
good,
isn't
actually.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
nice.
gone there.
Was that on the
Oh,
stream as well?
Yeah, hopefully.
Fantastic.
Stay out. Oh.
Science has been told to stay out. James Vowles is having a
nice.
little
They
waffle.
told the Ferrari guys. We're still sat there waiting. Like, oh.
No, okay,
It's just
fine.
zero communication.
Fine.
Do you think they'll do his wing when he comes in for his pit stop?
No.
Is it worth the time loss?
He doesn't. He's still like just a second behind Ocon, so he
Yeah.
can't be losing that much time.
I don't think it's worth changing that now. Definitely not.
Sorry, I've just elbowed you in the face.
How dare you?
Oh.
How dare you? How dare you?
Someone called Petter.
Sainz has a piece of wing hanging. Is that
Oh,
old
yeah. Does
radio? Or
That
is
has
that?
to be old, unless he's hit it again. He's hit it back up. Just balance it out.
It's in every other team's
Just
best
take the other
interest to grass if there is even the tiniest fragment
I can't see
hanging.
anything on the other side.
Give him the meatball,
Yeah.
but
Give him the meatball.
give him the meatball.
That sounds crazy.
Oh, Sargent's
Sargent's-
finally pitting. Sorry if I just took your...
No?
No, it's absolutely fine.
You're going to finish your sentence.
That was only going to go down a terrible path anyway, so it's all good.
It seems like the medium runners are struggling somewhat. I mean, a few have complained about graining, although Max has now opened up that gap to Fernando to 10 seconds.
Oh, God. It was fun while it lasted, everyone.
Yeah.
Was I the only one that predicted an Alonso win, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you were.
There's
once
still time.
again.
There's still time.
We were going to give
Could have a little
credit
engine
to
fault,
Cheetah
you know?
on those,
A
but-
victim of optimism.
Yeah. Exactly.
Could have a coming in for a change. And what was it, Bottas a few years ago? The gun was broken. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
my
anything
God, yeah.
can
And
happen,
it
you
like
know.
fused. That was
Yeah.
crazy. I forgot about
And he was
They had
running
to
in
take it
second,
back to the
wasn't
factory, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he? Literally took like
cut the wheel
46
off.
hours for them to take it off.
That's insane.
It happens.
Yeah, anything can happen.
That's why you should mandate a two-stop. But anyway, stop banging on about that all the time. Any other Sonoda's what, 7.5 seconds off the back of Russell, but got a good gap to Norris actually.
At least not 11th, though, for Yuki. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm happy with. This would break his record, though, wouldn't it, of the season? He's only finishing 10th and 11th.
Yes,
That's true.
So he's going to go 9th.
Yeah.
That's the better way to go, definitely.
So if they did F1 on average finishing position, he'd be a lot higher than he actually is.
About.
Yeah, facts, actually. That's a good
A
point.
lot higher. Gasly's doing well though. He's within a second half of Leclerc.
Yeah. Keeping Russell behind him as well with a gap.
Charles seems to be bouncing a lot, especially coming out of that tunnel.
Oh,
Whether it's
yeah.
just the surface of like
Oh, my Lord,
the
yeah.
track but they say that Monaco's meant to be one of the best racing surfaces there is. It's
They
so
resurfaced,
smooth.
didn't they, for this year?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But he was complaining about bottoming out, wasn't he, through the swimming pool in free practice 3. So,
That's true.
but you can see he's like lifting off a little bit through there.
Yeah.
Again, you're not going to go full tilt, otherwise you're definitely in the wall.
You know what this is?
Learn from his mistakes.
This is another one of those races where if Latifi was involved,
Oh, I've got a really sad story about Latifi.
Oh, no.
So no. I've been trying to reach out to him because I want to know where he is and what he's doing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's not on any socials. So I went on his website and there was like a contact email. I sent him this lovely email being like, "Hi, I hope you're okay and you know you're doing all right."
really like
And
Nutella.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
love your
you
work.
know, just trying to add all these things in. And then it came back and it said this email address is no longer in use. So he's not even got like a contact information.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
He's
I don't
retired.
think so. I even went on like, this is a bit stalkerish, but I went on his tagged photos to see if people had like bumped into him in Canada or London or wherever he is.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like nobody's seen him. And then I had a dream about him, but that's another story.
Dream about
He
it.
took me to a pub and it was really weird. I was like, okay, right.
Good,
But yeah.
good Latifi behaviour.
Yeah,
I think
that's sad though.
Things where
I'm like,
Lance
how do
takes
I
me
get
in
in
places
contact?
as well.
I think we need to start an investigation. I think we need to
Yeah.
conduct our last lap investigation to work out when Nicholas Latifi is.
Yeah.
We had Latifi watch whilst he was racing.
Yeah.
Now we've got Latifi watch 2, the sequel.
The sequel.
Yeah.
Find him
Look,
wherever he is.
I think he's the kind of driver he could have he could have a career in Indy maybe. Or
Oh, hello.
like
Oh, go on,
somewhat-
Stroll. Oh.
Stroll's thinking about it.
Nah.
That
a lot of weaving.
disqualification.
Yeah, he's cut him off.
Yeah.
All right, it's a
I want
shame
everyone
now.
out.
It was an incident.
Every inch
Incident.
counts.
No, I think Nicky could have a career. He came second in Formula 2. Like he could definitely he will still have a
IndyCar.
career in motorsport. Maybe he's just having some time off. I mean, very intense period of time. Be so consistently beaten by your teammate, and then everything that happened in 2021 as well.
Yeah.
Like
It must
I
be
can imagine he wants a bit of time away from the spotlight.
It
Right?
must be difficult as well to be getting this sort of jokey, memey criticism from one side.
Yeah.
But then the sort of scarier after Abu Dhabi criticism he was getting and the threats he was getting and things like that. So I can probably understand why I'd want to take a bit of time off after that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if you're watching this, Nicholas, let me know.
Yeah.
I want to interview you, please.
Yeah.
That'd be a great little small talk.
Is this
chat.
why you say clip that? I've never done one of these. Do we say clip that?
Clip that. Yeah. Clip that.
Clip that.
Smooth. Everyone clip that.
You could have just said it.
Who said what?
Better to just say clip that and then ask for forgiveness than,
So I have permission to
approval.
freely
Yeah,
clip
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, permission.
Anything is clippable, realistically.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can make a clippable moment if you want.
What do you have in mind?
I'm scared.
Oh, what can we do?
Got the
I'll have a
under the
think. I'll
table
get back to you.
GoPro back again.
An
We're
insight
only
into the
third
mind.
into this race, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm loving your company, but I'm just saying, only a third of the way.
see how
I'm
it's
not
gonna
counting
lead.
down the
I
laps like, oh my God,
understand.
thank God I can go
Clarify,
soon.
Don't worry, I understand.
Well, there was a message from shout out Matthew Coward watching. Matt, your suggestion, could Monaco work as a night race?
Ooh.
That would be interesting, actually.
What would we think of that?
Work
Artificial
in
lighting.
what sense?
Well, do we think it
Visually.
would? Yeah. Do
50% vision.
we think it would add to the
200%
spectacle?
action.
Tunnel would look great. But I guess it's more like getting the infrastructure at the side of the track. Like, there's
Yeah.
really not much space anyway. Like, there's just enough space for marshals to stand, let alone a whole massive rig for lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would work logistically, but
Yes.
visually it would be stunning, I'm sure.
That would be amazing. Yeah, it would look sick. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you're right. I think practically that's the main thing that was getting in the way. I don't think Monaco needs to be a night race. Just like
Get everyone in Monaco to lead their lights on.
Yeah, like camera lights, like,
Yeah,
just light it up.
hold the iPhone.
Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
She's been
part of
through
what
so
makes it
much.
glamorous is like the sun and everyone on their yachts. Like if it's cold and it's dark, then I don't know. I can't really see that same. It's not going to be that same kind of
Oh.
vibe. So
Yeah. Oh, hello. Interesting camera cutaway. Right.
Isn't that like a dip in the... There's just like a chunk of the track missing.
It's a pothole.
Yeah. I thought it was really
like being in
recently
Britain,
bloody
resurfaced.
council,
Yeah. Right. Monaco Council.
Monaco County Council.
Yeah. Monaco County Council. Shout them out.
Science asking how the rain's looking.
45 minutes.
So
Rain.
potentially in
Rain
45
in
minutes.
45 minutes. Allegedly.
But low
Monaco
risk.
does have like a proper microclimate though. It's like it'll be sunny and lovely, and then you'll turn your back and you look back and it's clouds everywhere, and you're like, where the hell did they come
Like
from?
Manchester. Manchester's very similar, actually.
In a lot of ways, actually,
Yeah,
to
it
be
is.
fair to Monaco.
More
Yeah.
similarities than differences. I think.
Monaco and Manny.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to drink branded drinks?
Yeah.
I just want to ask permission, you know. I wanna go out.
It's
don't
polite,
want to get these
yes.
on. Yeah, you're all good.
Not,
You're all
you've
good.
not got like a Coke sponsorship. I've got a Pepsi.
I mean, maybe
Coke.
one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Pepsi want to sponsor us
watching.
as well, then that's absolutely okay.
Yeah,
to be
man,
honest.
we'd take the bag. Oh,
We don't
Lando Norris
discriminate.
radio.
Oh,
Possible rain.
One. What does that mean? What level is class one?
What do we
that's
think class
drizzle.
one is?
Lap 35, that's a very different prediction to
Spotting.
45
Yeah.
minutes.
Yes. So one prediction is 45 minutes. One is 8 laps time, which based off of what 1 minute 30 lap times. That's
please.
I'd love some rain. That'd be great.
that would be great.
Do a rain dance.
That's a good second. That was that arithmetic that was going on there, by the way. Wasn't it? Sargent on the softs, by the way. We'll see, in bold strategy. We'll see how that one plays out.
Williams are just doing random stuff now.
Williams are just vibes, man. They've stopped caring.
They've pitted him again. The car's got no pace. Yeah, it's not. This is not the track for Williams to excel at. But that's fine. There's 22 races this year, so you can't win them all.
And for Williams,
Especially
they won't win any of them.
Yeah.
Box to overtake Ocon.
Oh.
Science. Now, if the rain does
Spicy.
come, and Science has pitted like
It would
6
be
laps before the
very,
rain.
very.
Stay out.
Stay out. They've just said stay out.
him. Oh, when they
They're
have
bringing out the classics today.
the
Wonderful.
They're
old
keeping
one
the
too.
fans entertained.
Stay out. Oh, Ferrari, man. What are they? This is like the third time. Literally, the third
They're
time.
just keeping them.
Because there was a front wing they thought they were going to change, didn't. Then again,
Yeah.
Tyredons have done a full body workout already so far. It's crazy.
Fred's just vetoing every decision.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
stop.
So why are they in the pit lane again?
McLaren said it's going to rain in 7 laps, so why are we
Got to put the
pitting?
full wets on now, you know.
Yeah, just to preempt it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll
By
really
the time
come good in a bit.
By the time it actually rains, you've worn down, so it's just
Yeah,
slick
slicks
anyway.
again.
There's some fair
What's Max
degradation
been
on
up
that.
Yeah, Max has got some
Yeah.
not pretty.
Oh, that's not a nice way to describe it.
Yeah, it's not fair on your tyre, Max. Be nice to your tyres.
It's not the tyre's fault.
Exactly.
Max's fault.
You're the one driving. Oh, there's a little bit of porpoising, isn't it? Well, I don't know if that's porpoising. Just bouncing.
Bouncing about.
So that's
Who's at the front of this train? Is this? This isn't Yuki. This is De Vries, isn't it? Oh
yes,
wow, yeah,
you're right.
That's a big old train.
Yeah. Choo choo. Sonoda's 15 seconds off the back of Russell, but then Norris is 4 off the back of Yuki. So Yuki's holding station.
Yuki's the man.
Yuki coin.
He's been very.
coin going up.
He's been very impressive this
Get
year. I
investing.
think.
Get investing.
Consistency's just been crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we make of? We've not even. Oh, hello, Verstappen radio. Going to lose a lot of time in something.
Crossing over to the studio.
I love doing that.
We all
I love-
do
I love
it.
putting my
Yeah.
hand on the end, just-
There's a vacancy on this morning. I think you'd be good for.
Oh yeah, there is a vacancy. You're right.
Actually, earpiece.
There is a
Earpiece.
vacancy. There is.
Did you say ear piss?
I did.
Sorry.
We've all heard the rumours about Tommo and his ear piss.
Oh, God.
So when you did that as well, I was like, there's graining. But for who, Chris?
But for Verstappen's worried about traffic.
Oh, God. What a first world problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Max is catching up to like lap. So
Sergio Perez.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a tragedy.
oh, interesting.
Sargent must be like a lap down
Well,
already.
surely they've got to pit him soon.
Max is struggling a lot
That
here.
front looked nasty, so.
Still 10.5 seconds clear of Alonso. But Max is struggling.
Oh,
Trying to make it
Alonso's
quick,
going to win. Through goes Hamilton.
I mean, could Max basically, when the blue flags are up, could he basically be giving Sergio a bit of a tow past the others?
Oh, wow,
They've
he
got
is.
to move aside for him.
Well,
He might give Stroll a little
He's
bit
there
on
now.
the way through, mate. That's
Absolutely.
well, I wouldn't have that personally.
Stroll doesn't need any help. He doesn't need any. He's going to win this race, like guaranteed. I'll do anything.
Guaranteed.
so Max.
Well,
Sorry, Cheetah. Oh my God.
Oh, poor Papa.
That really hurt. It's on my funny bone.
Tickle on the chin.
Oh, we're meant to feel sorry for you here in this situation.
Yeah, I'm more hurt. The Cheetah's fine.
I'm calling the RSPCA, mate.
Cheetah's
How are you? This is crazy, mate.
Cheetah's fine, all right? I'm the one who's hurt, okay? I'm the one who needs... No, because Max can't really pit, because if it does rain, then...
I'm going to call it. It's not raining.
Ah.
I've got good intel in that I can look at
Good
the clouds. And I'm like, it looks fine.
I've looked at the weather. It's not happening, boss.
Yeah. You called it, Kieran. Max has been told... Well, Checo's been told to let Max past and then
Follow him.
for the toe.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
You actually do know stuff.
Strength.
We'll know.
Well done you.
It's taken a long time to come out.
I thought this was still
Looks
a bit
can be
parody,
deceptive.
but
Well,
you
you know, if
actually
you-
know stuff.
if you throw a nut shit at a wall, something will stick.
This is true. This is true. This is very true. What do we? I want to talk about this a bit more on the podcast later, but I want to mention it now. Honda, Aston Martin.
Oof.
What do we think this does for Yuki Tsunoda as well? Because obviously he's a Red Bull driver, contracted to Red Bull, but he is also a Honda, like part of Honda Formula Dream. He's well connected to Honda. There's talk of obviously like the Aston Martin lineup's not changing anytime soon. But then
Good, yeah.
does this make because I think if Lance wasn't connected to the team in the way he is, then maybe
But he is.
Tsunoda
So there's no point talking about it.
would be because Red Bull can't. If Tsunoda could be the next big thing for them,
But
you know what I mean?
Lance also could be.
What for Red Bull?
He could be the next big.
Do a swap. Get Lance in the AlphaTauri, then Lance will be Max's teammate. Then Lance can win a world championship in a Red Bull.
The little drift there by Stroll coming out of Rascas. He was
He heard,
thinking
yeah,
about
we were
that.
talking about
Yeah, he was like, hang on, I better get a hurry on.
They come on in Red Bull.
Gonna lose my job.
I think Yuki's in it. I don't know. He's in a difficult position because if he'd had a more storming first 2 years, I think he'd be in a much stronger position now.
Mm-hmm.
And he is performing at the moment, completely outperforming De Vries, but it feels like there's less and less space for him because AlphaTauri, they're not going to want to keep him on for years and just keep him in that seat. I wouldn't have thought, and he wouldn't want that.
It just
but-
depends what AlphaTauri becomes. I mean, obviously, with Honda going to Aston Martin, you maybe got less of a chance as Hamilton comes into the pits. Maybe less of a chance of just like an outright Honda just going, right, we're going to buy AlphaTauri now.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're up for sale.
They've gone for the hard, so they're thinking there's not going to be any rain.
Hamilton hards. Potentially risky.
It's going to spark a whole load of pit stops as well. Looking for that cheeky undercut on Sainz.
Hamilton's going to come out.
Oh, Perez has passed Stroll, by the
track.
way.
Yeah, he has.
We have, of course, missed it because it's Monaco.
Push now
Meow.
everything you have.
Wanted to see Lewis come out of the pit lane.
Yep, into completely
That's, what I
empty
want, that's why I
track.
tuned in today.
Wait, there we go. I want to see how's he done this then?
So he's getting a tow from Max.
Yeah, he's just driving through everyone. We love that.
Leclerc
Well,
must.
Kieran doesn't love that at all.
Yeah.
Leclerc must be about to box because the team's just told him to go full send. So, although
Yeah,
we
cover off
know
with
that
us.
sometimes doesn't work with Charles. So keep
Well,
it clean.
not
son.
here
Come
as
on.
well, mate.
Yeah.
But is it not a weird decision to not go a bit further on the hards in comparison
I
to
don't know, man.
medium runners?
The mediums are struggling with gradient. I mean, Verstappen's in traffic, and now that gap to Alonso is only 6.5 seconds.
Yeah, but if you're on the hards pitting now, you've lost any advantage you've
Ocon's
had.
pitted from third.
You're right. Yep. Ocon pits from the off
And
the
they
mediums.
Ferrari have kept Sainz out. And Leclerc out.
Hards
Oh,
on. It's
Oh,
slow.
you're joking.
Oh, God.
4.2.
4.2, not great, but that's the sort of thing you'll lose out to Sainz through.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Bopping
Well
down
done,
the
you've
pit
just
lane.
bottled a podium.
Not ideal.
Well done. I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy.
Sad little life, Alpine.
Comes out P7, ahead of
Where's
Hamilton.
Bestie?
Cleaner. Come on, Esteban, you're good.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of time over.
Race is still young.
That's it.
Telling myself.
Oh. This is how Sergio got Lance Stroll round the
word.
No.
Oh,
that can't run.
Lance.
No.
Well,
And then he's trying to squish him.
Max is being investigated
joking?
for leaving at the Perez, sorry.
That won't. Nah,
That's
that
not
can't
allowed.
run.
He then tried to squeeze him.
Stroll pushed me off. No, you drove into the side of him, geezer.
That's
I don't
absolutely
think
outrageous.
Stroll pushed
That's
Perez off there.
criminal.
It feels like Perez went, I've got the right to follow here because that's my teammate.
That's
I'm
my
just following
teammate.
him.
He's in my car, mate. Yeah, he's gonna have to give that
I
position
think
back, surely. That's
Disqualified, I
mental.
reckon.
Yeah.
All right, Lando Norris.
I think Checo was
Wish I
just
was
like
Lando.
full. He just committed to that move
Oh, we've got a pit stop.
before he was even
Ferrari.
close.
Science.
Hamilton's
clean.
setting.
Yeah, purple sector for
Yeah, Hamilton.
it's hammer time. Oh, the radar, the rain that's not going to hit us at all.
I don't know what any of that means,
Yo.
but it looks exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Love a weather map.
Science out and still behind Ocon.
It's a
Shit,
bit
man.
wobbly coming out of that pit.
Perez has been told to
Hopefully
give the
they've-
position back.
Oh, he has. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, that's criminal behaviour.
Almost undrivable, Max is saying.
Oh, for God's sake, pitting them.
But if we pit now, we fall behind Fernando. That's what GP's just said to Max. If we pit now, we fall behind Fernando,
Well,
which
you
is
went on a
obviously
different
true.
tyre compound, so surely you thought that might happen.
Yeah, I
Fernando,
was going to say, we only just realised that now.
Yeah.
Fernando has been making a lot of time back, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it 10 seconds back at one point?
Yeah.
Just give the win to Fernando. Come on.
I'm happy with that. Are you all happy
Okay.
with that?
If we,
Yeah.
it's done.
Send a tweet.
It's done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for watching, everyone.
Cheers, everyone. Like and subscribe. Fernando Alonso is your Monaco Grand Prix winner.
That's what I mean. All of the it's starting to get a little bit more exciting now, and it's all around the pit stops.
Yeah, it's true. So we should add a second pit stop now. How many times have
That's
we
a
done
really
it
good
in?
idea, Katy. I've never heard of that before. Never.
Oh, hello.
Oh! Oh!
For God's sake, Sergio.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, well, he's lost that
And
to
he's lost
Stroll
his-
anyway.
yeah. So he's not giving it back, he just lost it.
Yeah, it was all
Good.
it was all calculated.
But I think Kev's car had an
Karma.
issue.
Yeah,
Oh, and
yeah. I think he
Kept
might have
going
missed
into
a gear
Aston.
there because he was very slow out that chicane.
Oh my gosh, come on, we want some of this Monaco chaos. We need
So-
it.
That's so weird. What's the name of that
dear.
corner again? What's the
Nouvelle.
Turbo?
Nouveau chicane? So yeah,
Nouvelle, yeah.
coming out of it, Kevin's car seemed to go into anti-stall, according to Kevin anyway. And so Perez assumed he would,
And he's just driven into the back of
and
him.
then he was just like a stationary object in front
Yeah,
of him.
and he's lost so much time to Stroll
Oh, is
already.
that wall tap from a Haas? Or am I seeing things? Maybe I'm seeing things.
We'll say it was.
Yeah, we'll say it was.
We'll say it was.
That was.
Stroll is all
Someone
up
say.
over those curbs.
Box,
Okay,
Perez.
box. Oh no.
Front wing change, or do you think best to leave it?
That's a two-stopper for Perez.
Verstappen,
He's mandated that. He mandated
Yeah.
a two-stopper.
And they are, they're going to go for a no
Verstappen
change.
Alonso gap, sorry. Force
God.
habit. 7.5 now. It's
Perez is
groaning.
washed.
This is washed, oh dear.
Ibex isn't happy with.
He's had a
with
bit,
Checo.
Sergio, a little bit of a stinker.
To be
there.
fair, that
He was doing all right though. To be fair, before that,
You
but
going to go anytime soon?
he's just like, nah, actually, I really don't
Yeah.
want to.
ouch. Place was given
No
back.
further investigation for the Stroll Perez incident.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because he accidentally gave it back.
Given back.
The FIA were just like, well, that's not what we meant, but you know.
Oh, Science is not happy.
What? What's happening?
Exactly what I talked about.
Oh no, not
He's
again.
also going to have to do like 40 laps on mediums. And Verstappen hasn't even managed to do like
He's
35.
fuming.
Without
So
tyres
true,
falling
that's so
apart.
I do find there's been a few times this season the hard runners changing early to mediums before the medium runners have. You're losing any strategic advantage you had. I don't understand why you would do that.
Yeah, I mean, they've literally done it to try and get him ahead of Ocon and haven't got him ahead of Ocon. So,
It's as bad as that could have gone.
yeah.
So he might be there for the taking at the end.
Oh,
Oh no, problem,
blue
problem,
flag,
problem,
blue
problem.
flag.
Oh, no, it's
That's
all
fine.
right.
Oh, no, it's
Little,
fine.
little blue flag for
and
his
he's letting
teammate.
Fernando for it as well.
Sorry, Kieran. Apologies.
So Fernando's just left Stroll.
about
The attitude
Clip it, clip
here
it.
is absolutely disgusting.
I was like blue flag.
Blue flag.
Yeah, the blue flag.
Oh, it's okay. It's Lance.
It's fine.
It's all right.
Look, it happens.
Follow him
Sometimes
to
at
the ends of the
Monaco,
earth,
you get
Lance.
lapped by your teammate. It happens. Okay. It happens.
That was
It happens sometimes.
Oh man, there was some intent behind.
Have you never been lapped in a Formula One car?
No, I've not.
To be fair, I actually haven't.
Well,
I will say that.
There we go then. Case closed.
Carlos is still fuming, by the way.
Could you give us an impression, please? Because we can't.
No,
we
I
can't
want
hear.
you to give me
I
an
can't hear what
impression
he's
based
saying.
on what
I
you
can't hear
think
what he's saying.
What's an angry? This could be a little clip for you. A little
I'll
short.
let you do it. I'm not getting cancelled.
Short.
Will I get cancelled for it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Just shout vamos.
Guys, I don't know what you made me do here. Clip that.
No, he's much angrier
Conor
than
Moore,
that.
I'm coming for you.
Conor Moore.
That's pretty good, you know.
Has anyone ever called out an impressionist on your show before?
No, that's a first. That is a first.
I'll beef anyone.
Williams are saying
Anyone can get it.
potential risk of rain with 20 to go. Williams are saying.
Potential risk. Alleged.
No.
How much? No! What are you? Oh, Lance.
Whoever that
Lance
was,
is
by the way, in the hat, I'm with you now. Whoever that was
I'm
in the
glad
hat
we had
there.
you on, Kieran, because Lance is up to things today.
He's picked
he's a
something
busy
up on
boy.
that front left.
I'd
Whether
give
it's
him
paintwork or something.
As
Yeah.
Ayrton Senna once said.
I would honestly give him drive of the day because he's given us most of the entertainment today.
Absolutely.
He
Like,
just wants to keep getting the Lance Stroll replay.
yeah, he does. Oh,
got
damage.
damage.
Oh, Lance, for God's sake, man.
His front wing seems to be relatively intact.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Well, with every bit of contact he's making with another driver, it's probably getting worse.
Yeah. It's like one of his wheels is just hanging off for dear life.
Yikes. Not good. Yes, I think Sainz was hoping to overcut Ocon.
Yeah. They should have just left him out for longer then if that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
He probably would have actually had some pace over Ocon.
Good
Yeah,
old
what
Ferrari.
Leclerc really needs now is a red flag. So he
Yeah.
can get a free stop and then be in third and hopefully get that
Yeah,
podium that he deserves.
The problem is, though, because we're in Monaco, he's probably the most likely person to cause it.
cause it, yeah.
That's the issue.
Oh, it's so true.
Oh, poor Charles. I just want him to do well at home for
Yeah,
once.
just once.
Please, I beg. Right, you know what? I think now is a good time to have a little word
Yeah.
from our sponsor.
From our sponsor. Well, I wasn't here for the first ad read. This is exciting.
Yeah, from our sponsor, Freetrade. Take it away. We're really excited to be sponsored by Freetrade, who is sponsoring this live stream.
Freetrade believes in commission-free investing for everyone. This means you won't pay any commission when investing your spare cash.
While other brokers charge up to £12 per trade, Freetrade doesn't, so you can keep more of your money. And where they do charge, like on FX, it's fair and transparent.
The design of the app makes it simple and easy to use, which is great for any experience level. From beginners starting to educate themselves on the benefits of investing to experts already in the know.
You can start investing from just £2, and they offer these things called fractional stocks. This basically means you can buy a small piece of expensive US companies like Google, Tesla, and Apple.
With over 700,000 investors on board and having won the best online trading platform at the British Bank Awards 5 years running, they're an investment platform you can trust.
Now for the best bit, if you create and fund your account with just £50 using our link, you will get a free share worth between £10 and £100. That could be in anything from Ford to Spotify.
Remember, when you invest, your capital is at risk. The value of your portfolio can go up as well as down, and you may get back less than you put in. This is not financial advice. You should always do your own research on what investments are right for you before investing, or seek the advice of a professional.
And we are back. What have you
Sensational.
got there, Kieran?
Well, I have a favourite shop that you might know. It's called Sainsbury's.
Okay.
And they
I'm not
do a-
not
Supermarkets
sponsored.
are available.
Hashtag ad.
well, they do a lovely ring donut. It's one of my very favourite ring donuts. And I thought,
Yep.
you know, as a thank you for having me today, and please have me on again, because, you know, work's really dried up and, you know, it's just good to see people. But I bought donuts, so there's a donut for everyone. I don't
So
know.
kind.
I don't know what.
Thank you very much.
I'm assuming you haven't interfered with them.
No.
This is the last lap now. Sponsored,
Only Tommo's.
sponsored by Donuts.
Yeah, Tommo, if you could just have that one.
If I don't do a post-race live stream later tonight, then you know why.
I was going to make a joke, but I think it might have been too far. Oh, it's getting grey. It's getting grey and cloudy.
That is very grey cloud, you know. Are you having one now?
You can have the one he said
on
to take.
show.
Oh, brave.
Yeah, that's brave. It was a double bluff, maybe. I don't know,
Yeah.
Oh, it's good smell. Good smell, good odour.
Yeah,
good
go on.
start.
Give us an actual full-on taste test now. Go on, give us the
No, close up to the mic. ASMR.
ASMR style. Yeah.
For those bizarre people out there.
This is now an F1 mukbang. So welcome everyone. I hope you've enjoyed.
Do you want a donut?
Very good.
All right,
Very good. Very good. A little firm.
Are they a bit dry?
A little bit firm.
No, it's because we're in London. That's a London issue.
No.
Right. Okay.
No, everyone,
RSPB in the chat.
well, just nothing to.
no
Yeah,
secret,
they are.
is it?
They
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
When they're fresh, they are world class, unbeatable. I have not had one yet, but I imagine they're a little bit dry.
They've been deported down from the north,
Actually-
and now they're dry.
You know what's much more disappointing in the south than in the north?
Yeah.
Greggs.
And the people.
And yeah.
Wait.
That's true.
The Greggs to Pret
Yeah.
ratio.
Is a nice
The
one.
Greggs to Pret ratio in London is all wrong.
Well,
I'll be honest with
they
you.
don't take pride in it down here.
Well, yeah,
They don't take
yeah,
pride.
yeah.
I got a steak bake in Dundee and I got a steak bake in London, and the one in Dundee was like full of steak and
Yeah.
it was boiling hot. I couldn't eat it for like 20 minutes because it was so hot. It was,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
perfect. The one
Genuine
in London
pain.
was like just flat. It was like
Yeah.
one little bit of little chunk.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's outrageous.
Well, like every McDonald's I've had in London has been awful as well.
Yeah.
Compared to, I know there's more people to serve, but it's just like, come on.
Got to distribute the good stuff out more.
Worst McDonald's I've ever been to is in Monaco. It was a shithole. There was pigeons on the
Really?
table in the.
What, they're serving pigeons?
That was just a nugget. But, you know.
But yeah, it was so grotty and disgusting.
Yeah,
And
well, there you have it. Monaco,
Okay.
sort it out.
Yeah.
You got the cash. Do you get what I mean? Just get rid of the pigeons.
It's not nice.
Katie, having been to Monaco for the weekend, like, is it as glamorous as it's made out to be?
It's so clean. Like, that was kind of my first interpretation of it. There's like no graffiti, no litter. Like, there's so many strict rules around Monaco. Like, men can't walk around with their shirt off, for example. You could get arrested.
Really?
You can't take your shoes off and walk around barefoot.
EDL members in the mud.
But there are so many like strict rules about what you can and can't do in Monaco. But yeah, it is an amazing place to visit. And if you're like fortunate enough to be in the UK or in Europe or whatever, you can get there, you know, fly into Nice, for example. Most of those flights are fairly inexpensive in comparison to like, I guess, long haul stuff. And then traveling by train. And yeah, it's just such an amazing place. I've only ever been when it's been set up for the racing.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know what it would be like, you know, normally, but it is a really amazing place to visit.
Are the ticket prices quite considerably more than, say, I don't know, Zandvoort, Hungary, or is it priced like a prestige event?
I don't know. I haven't like looked at the pricing for the Formula
have.
E. You have?
I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
What's Formula E like?
Formula E is really good. It's like €30 for a ticket, and that has
nice.
everything in one day. So you've got two practice,
wow.
qualifying, and the race.
Yeah,
so
that's
you get like
insane,
your
to be fair.
money's worth. But what about the Formula One?
I will admit I interrupted and realised that I can't remember the information.
Fuck's sake.
But
Make it up.
I have a feeling you can get GA tickets quite cheap for Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
That don't cover Sunday. There's something in my head that's saying,
You can like sit on the hill. I think that's quite
yeah.
expensive.
I think there's something in my head saying there's no sort of GA for Sunday itself. I could be I made a video on it, but I don't want to promote that video anymore. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, sorry for interrupting, and let's get back to the action. Tommo, how's that donut going down?
You're a natural. We're definitely getting you on again. This has been
Thank
fun.
you.
This has been good fun.
It really is
You've
just
passed
nice
the
to
exam so
spend
far.
time with
The
people.
exam.
Yeah, you've done well in the first half.
Next time I'll bake for you. I'm quite a good baker.
Oh wow, yeah,
I'm a good baker.
Make me donuts.
My Victoria sponge
Heaps
is
of donuts.
my Victoria sponge is a thing of legend around Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Brief race update as Max is on the radio. Actually,
Yeah.
what's he going to say? He's not sure how long he can keep this up.
Engine problem, you say? No, I'm bored, man. I'm slowly.
That is the bit of randomness we kind of. I feel like if the rain does come, then we're hopefully going to get something. Russell thinks Gasly's backing him up somewhat, and Ocon's 4 seconds off the back of Russell, having pitted. So maybe there's some kind of strategy going on there from Alpine. But then you don't want to throw too much time. And Gasly's got, a comfortable P8 for Pierre here, because Tsunoda's 18 seconds off the back of Hamilton. So if he can help Ocon, maybe, relative to Leclerc,
Slow him down a little bit. Alpine team orders.
Played the team game.
Yeah,
Like you said, Kieran, this is a huge opportunity for Alpine, because there is a clear top 4 in terms of race pace. So if all them drivers finish where they should, that's the top 8 accounted for every weekend. And then it's only 9 and 10 that get points. So
you can get a cheeky podium, then
you're eating goods.
Like this
Niran.
donut.
Shoves the donut in his mouth.
I am eating all so good.
Yeah. But
Is it really dry? I've not had it yet. Is it really?
it's
really, no,
it's
not
good.
really
Decent.
dry.
Can I get a rating?
8, I'd say.
Okay.
Give it a 6.
Oh, okay, that's quite different.
Okay.
Oh, that seems harsh. To be honest.
No, because
That's the target.
no.
I'm never going to do anything nice for you again then.
Leclerc's
You're
put
not getting
in.
Victoria's
See,
problem.
Leclerc's in the pits.
Are they going to be
Right,
there
gonna
this
go
time?
wrong.
Ferrari,
Oh,
what are
they're
you going to
there.
do now?
Been there every lap.
Leclerc's in the pits.
Oh my God.
Medium's on.
They did it.
Yeah.
2.2. Nice.
Well
2.2. Gone. Yeah, actually, Ferrari's pit stops have been quick this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've really ironed that part of the problem out. There's just
Vasseurs
other
come in.
problems that have emerged.
Vasseurs doing it
Just
himself.
everything else, really.
Vasseurs actually Jackman. Right. You can't see him because it's
He's
the
actually in
helmet.
the car. He's driving it right now. He just chucked Sainz out of the pit stop. He was like, "Get out, mate."
I like these helicopter shots. Apparently, they weren't a thing when Monaco were looking after the TV direction.
Really?
It's quite new.
Okay.
But
Really?
yeah. Don't know if that's true. I think I saw that online. Maybe
No,
from Matt
I-
Amos. So
I'll be
blame
honest,
him.
I back that. I
Yeah.
think that's true. They definitely just didn't know that helicopter shots were a thing. F1 were like, we've been doing this for like 30 years. They were like, what?
No
Huh?
way. Helicopter?
Are you sure you don't want
I
to
thought that was
replay?
just to get rich people to and from places.
Yeah. That's just our Uber.
Oh my God, don't.
Did you guys see in the F2 race?
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
word.
Jesus
Goodness.
Christ.
How that wasn't.
If anyone hasn't seen, so Jack Doohan, he got damage. He ended up going quite heavily into the wall at the top of the hill. And the car caught fire and marshals were out on track. There were waved double yellows, I think it was.
they were,
and
yeah.
then you had Victor Martin was coming up and wasn't driving slowly, clearly. And he was so close to hitting one of the marshals.
Yeah. I thought Esteban Ocon in wherever it was, Baku, a few weekends ago was bad. Like, this was
Oh my God.
This was inches away from a horrendous
Yeah.
incident.
Yeah.
awful.
Like it was.
I think it was about half a tyre's width.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
nothing.
it's insane. And I saw people obviously complaining about race direction. And that's the easy thing to do because the FIA are genuinely incompetent. And they probably could have done something to make sure, to ensure that it was a bit more known that like a marshal's actually on the track at a blind spot. But as the driver, you've got to slow down.
Yeah,
he
double
just
yellows mean
didn't.
you have to be prepared to stop.
Yeah, that's why ultimately he was penalised, but he was just
I
not
think he
driving
should have
slow
got a
enough.
ban,
Yeah,
personally.
same.
Because even
He might still, to be honest.
even
but-
if he's going at like 75% in an F2 car, that's still like it's a quick corner. He was probably doing more than 100 miles an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
Like even if you're doing 50, like which he clearly was doing a lot more than that. Like, yeah, awful.
It's a very lucky escape.
Yeah, motorsport's dangerous, and sometimes I mean, again, it's one of them that if you follow the rule of the flag, then he shouldn't have been going that fast. So
Yeah.
it is on the driver. Because I remember watching the race, and it was like he's got a drive through, and I was like, oh well, that's harsh. What's he done? And then they showed the replay, and I was like, like Hannah was like behind me. She was getting ready. And I was just like, I was like so shocked. She was like, what's happened?
Yeah.
Because it was so sketchy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, there's a rain that's never going to come.
There's bits of red in it now.
What does that mean?
It's flirting.
What that means?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Harsh rain?
Yeah, harsh rain.
Lava? Anything to be in.
Right, Carlos, I don't mean to alarm you, mate, but there is lava.
lava.
Yeah.
Track right now.
Yeah. The Krakatoa Grand Prix. If Bernie was still in charge, it'd probably be there, wouldn't we?
I mean, look, listen, every race that goes by now, I do start to think that maybe he was right about the sprinklers. Not many other things, but maybe the sprinklers we could well
Oh,
out
what's
that.
Oscar done? Come on, Oscar. Has he clipped the inside wall?
Oh, he's
you
grazed
silly
it.
boy.
He's okay, though. He's all right.
Oh,
I
this
love
angle
this
is so
shot.
sexy.
That's a well-grazed barrier. Oh, yeah.
It's full on snog with the barrier. That
UBS
kiss,
love
that's a
that.
snog.
They get so much brand exposure.
I feel like we're not putting out how well Max is doing still on mediums at 48 laps.
Shit, I forgot he was even still on them.
He's not.
Gasly
Gasly in.
pits.
Oh, look, that guy was
stop.
be clapped.
Like, yes!
I mean, it wasn't,
my job.
like that.
Oh, they
good.
messed up Esteban, so they're probably like,
Yeah.
woo, yes,
That was the guy who messed it up and was like, yes! I'm not getting sacked.
still do it.
So, do you think Verstappen's waiting to go into softs, maybe?
No, surely not. Do you think?
Well, if he's getting 48 laps in, is he just trying to match Alonso entirely?
I don't know if Max has any new sauce as well. I'm not sure if he does. Pockets of rain, a few kilometres away from the track.
Oh God.
Just hurry up and move, please.
This could be. It has the potential to be quite exciting.
This happens so
At the
often though,
end?
when we're like, they're talking about maybe rain, and then when it doesn't come, it's like, oh, for God's sake! Like, I'd rather just it not be
Them
sold to me.
mention
in the
it.
first
Yeah,
place.
it's like
yeah.
it's like you'd rather it just not be mentioned.
Okay,
Like,
I am
just-
very sorry.
No. Not from you.
Yeah, the rain from the weather forecasters.
Yeah, the weather forecast is
Oh.
just. Oh, hello.
That looks like a dead bird. I think it's just a plastic bag.
Just trying to bag
So
it up.
Stroll's got an issue with his brakes apparently.
Oh, I don't care
Kieran,
anymore.
just let you know.
Well, no. But what I will say is, if he's braking less because he's got a problem with them, he's going faster.
I,
Yeah,
Theoretically
that is-
speaking.
Well,
he's got you
so-
there, Tommo. He has got you. He has got you.
hey, you've done me, mate.
Think about it.
In 4K
Faster
on 5
into
cameras.
the barrier, maybe.
He was heading there anyway.
Can I sorry, I was thinking. I've got a bottle of Fanta I wanted to get on. Can I go and get that?
You can
What, so
do
what,
whatever you
just
want.
for balance with the Pepsi as well, or?
Well, no, it's just I'm thirsty.
Thirsty
thirsty
boy.
boy.
Oh right, yeah. No,
Yeah.
let's go
You've had
for
a
it.
whole can of water.
Who am I to
Pepsi.
deny,
Is it
you
called
know?
Fruit Twist? Yeah,
Yes.
fruit.
Okay,
It's
that
flavour,
one's-
to be fair.
that's-
It's a Supreme
Elite
Fanta.
flavour.
It's a bit. I bought it at WH Smith at the train station. I got some extra chewing gum, blue. I bought a book as well. I have a habit of buying books at train stations.
Right.
I came from Crewe this morning. Nice train station.
Yeah,
you ever been to Crewe?
Yeah, I actually weirdly have.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's a great train station, just in an awful, godforsaken place.
Spots of rain. Spots of
Ooh.
rain
Get
in
my
turn
Fanta.
Get your
6 and
Fanta.
Get the
turn
Fanta
8.
now, boss.
Oh, look,
Get the
somebody's
fruit
definitely
twist
been
time,
in
baby.
close
There's
to
a
water.
fruit twist in this Grand Prix. Am I right, Hutcher?
Oh, and Red Bull might have done this brilliantly if it does start raining.
Drops.
Drops of rain.
Little drops. Little
6 to
drops.
turn 8, was it? He was just
six
saying.
and six
What,
and
what
eight,
is
yeah.
that? Is that like Mirabeau sort of like Lowe's hairpin area in it? Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Pointed
Yeah,
to
just
it.
before Le Tunnel.
Le tunnel. Le
You know, the tunnel used to be much shorter and it was extended.
Really? How come?
Don't know. I just saw it online.
There you go.
And this is actually, I think, a very cool fact. So in the first Monaco Grand Prix, on the very first lap, at Tabac Corner, where Max had just gone through, there was a rogue wave that came into the harbour, went on the track, and took 9 cars out of the race on the first lap. How crazy is that?
Sick.
That's a cool fact.
That is a really cool fact.
Yeah.
I really, well, no, I don't wish that happened.
How
now.
can we
That would be great.
artificially?
Yeah, just to get a wave machine, keep going. Strange things
Can
have
you
happened.
imagine that now? It's just like Verstappen's going through. Oh my
Need
god!
full
It's a
wets
wave.
now.
We make Formula One like total wipeout.
It would be.
The rain is spitting
like-
in turn 3.
You can see it on his visor.
Oh, it's
You-
on the visor.
You saw that on the visor.
Let's rain, guys.
Just a little
sprinkle.
tinkle.
We're 10 laps
Oh my
away
gosh,
from
that man is just.
Darling, it's raining.
It's a spot of rain.
We're about 10 laps away from that shot where everyone puts their umbrella up.
Yeah,
I'm
ponchos
telling
out.
you. Yeah. It's happening, guys. It's happening.
Oh, okay.
See, that throws a little spanner into the works now if you have Verstappen or Alonso, because now you're like, oh, do I pit for another set of dries now?
But
Oh,
this
look,
is
he stays in slicks 'cause he's Alonso.
you drive the track, and when the conditions are stable, you assume there's going to be a level of grip. But
Yeah.
if it's raining in parts of the track, then you might. And again, there's such fine margins. It's much easier to make a mistake
Yeah.
because you don't know what's coming. You know what I mean? Like you might have gone through, turn 7 at this speed, and then 2 kilometers an hour. That was how quick. Albon was going too quick by 2 kilometers, according to James. Isn't James Vowles great?
Oh, he's
Yeah, he
amazing.
is.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
Sky's coverage as well, like when he's on the pit wall, he is fantastic.
tier.
Inside's
Yeah.
great.
Not the Vowsy. Come
I
on.
was just thinking this yesterday. Every time he comes on, I'm excited. Rather than Christian Horner, I've got a lot of respect for Christian Horner, but he's not the most personable on the pit wall.
Yeah.
Whereas James Vowles it's like being at a lecture with a really nice professor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
That
the
is.
teacher you never want to let down.
I was trying to think of what
It's raining
As
more
if
and more.
McLaren have
It's
just-
raining more and more. Oh my God! No. Sorry, Cheetah. I'm sorry. You're in the splash zone.
It's
Sorry
raining
for headphone users
complaints
there. Just
now.
yelling
Oh
into the
my
microphone.
Sorry, Cheetah.
Look, you can
Yeah.
still see Cheetah in the background. It's fine.
He's actually
Oh,
more
he's
in
so
shot now, to be
cute.
fair.
Oh, dear. But yeah, of course, that's when
Rain.
McLaren decide to
Rain.
pit, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Pit them on hard tyres.
It was them
Really
that were
raining.
saying as
Yeah.
well, like it's going to rain sooner rather than
Need
later.
I say more?
But they must not think it's enough rain for an Inter. Surely. Come on,
I
Monaco
bet.
microclimate. Rain. 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 Rain.
Rain.
It's like an echo.
Rain. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, you can see it.
Can you?
I'll be honest. I feel like at Mirabo, it's like, yeah.
Raining lightly.
The track, like, just look, the track looks greasy.
Yeah, they
You
put
can see
flags
it. Here we go.
out. They're saying the track. They are. They're
It
saying
started to get a
that
bit
flag
testy,
means that the track
baby.
is greasy. So it's
Yeah.
and you can see that the boards have got the rain on.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I mean,
raining.
you can see
It's
how
raining.
slow they're going. Like,
It's raining.
Science is all over the back of Ocon.
This could
Coming
be a
Esteban,
banger.
hold position.
Let's go.
Oh,
cool.
Williams going for a move. Oh, here we go.
No,
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, look, somebody have a head's gone.
Nah, you
popped up.
cut the call. Oh, here we go. Monaco, inject it. Inject it.
It's chaos, everyone. Williams out of the way. Jordan's going to
Jordan's
come
gonna
in.
pop.
Russell
What?
box
What,
in.
for Inters?
No, surely not. It's not that wet.
I don't know.
I don't feel like it's that wet everywhere.
This
Unless
is the
they
thing.
decide to just
Oh,
gamble.
okay, here
But
we
he's
go
in
now.
third. That's quite a big gamble.
This is chaos.
Science, my goodness.
Science cutting the nose off the Alfa
Oh,
Romeo
this
there.
is chaos.
one
I
else is
love
coming in.
it.
Look at this train, by
Stroll's
the way.
pitted as well. What's he gone for?
Oh my God.
This
it's
train is
everyone in a
Bottas as
line.
well.
absolutely mental.
Yeah, if you're like Alfa Romeo, Bottas.
There's surely
Gamble on
someone
some
shunting here.
incident.
Surely.
Oh, I was going to say, this has got incident renal. Everyone just be careful, please.
Incident.
Williams desperately getting
Williams
out of the way.
getting out
Oh
of the
my gosh,
way
they're going
and
for
blocks the Red
overtakes.
Bull.
Oh, this is wicked.
Oh, you've got two different battles going on here as well. I
Bottas
think
is
you've got...
throwing Inters. Bottas is throwing Inters.
Yes, come on.
Okay.
So
Here we
it
go.
is so
Okay,
wet
yeah,
down
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Stroll
It's
podium.
So
wet
wet
now.
down here.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Oh, they're like,
got
they're
optimistic.
barely moving.
They're going so slow.
Okay, Carlos has managed to... Wait, is that Leclerc? Or is that... Yeah, that's Leclerc who's still ahead of Gasly.
Gasly. Oh
I
my
can't
God,
believe
they're
it
barely
actually
moving.
rained.
Tiptoeing through the hairpin.
Look at that Williams all over the place.
Verstappen radio. I have to drive super slow because my tyres are fucked.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. You've got that extra thing now as well of like, you're not just on the wrong tyre
Oh, Carlos is
compound, you're
going to
also
go for
on
the
warm
overtake
ones.
again.
Oh, God,
Shut
Carlos,
that door.
please.
No.
Oh my God.
It's
If
just
he
never
locked,
going to end well.
That was
Oh,
very
that
good
was a
driving
little-
from both, everyone. Actually, to be
Ocon's
fair.
got a good defensive driving in,
He
to be
does.
fair. He does.
He kept Hamilton back all that time in Japan.
Oh, my goodness
TV
me.
directors can't keep up. Fair enough. There's stuff happening all
Yeah,
over
this
the
is
gap.
tough, to be fair. I'll give them that.
This is turning into a really good Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh, my word.
How have we still got all 20 cars racing, by the way?
Yeah,
fair,
well,
play,
yeah.
fair play to the
Well
grid.
done, everyone.
So, Magnusson saying like certain sectors are bone dry, like it's soaking, so it's not consistent throughout the track. That's the problem.
That is the issue.
Have we got any? And have they said anything about Stroll's lap time since he's been on the Inter?
Haven't heard anything.
Show and
they're all
Albon in the
going for it.
pits.
Science has complained about Ocon's defence, which, I mean,
Oh,
get on with it,
so-
Colin.
Yeah, it is. Literally. Just shut up. Just
Get
get
on
on
with
with
it,
it.
man. Come on, he's
You literally
defending.
drove up the back of him 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you did quite literally hit him earlier, mate. So let's not do that.
True.
A slow stop for Albon there.
Well, Bottas and
5.3.
Stroll always ahead of Show. They were, oh my goodness me.
Oh, this is.
Oh,
somebody's going to
Tokyo
finish
drift.
him.
What I will say is, I think it's so wet in this area that you'd probably gain enough time. You'd gain so much time on Inters that it might be okay for the rest of the lap. Like this.
Oh my
Getting
gosh.
bad.
You're
flag.
skating. Is that right? No, is that, no.
No, that looked like a red flag.
I think it's the weather.
Oh my
boxing.
gosh.
Alonso's boxing.
Oh my gosh.
Alonso's boxing.
Sorry, chat.
Russell's also boxing.
Heart attack for
What?
everyone.
Really?
Science on Ocon can't make it through.
The closing speed there was massive. Come on, Esteban.
Alonso, this
Oh my god, this is like the Snell Grand Prix. Everybody's going so slowly.
Whoa,
Alonso- what's Alonso gone for?
Dry tyres for
Dries.
Fernando.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So you've got one of them.
Ted thinks
Stroll
he's
on
right,
Inters.
though. Ted thinks he's right.
Yeah.
Slicks. Oh, this could be...
It's going to
Use
be
mediums for
interesting.
Alonso.
This is mental.
What a variety
Oh.
of
The
strategies.
donuts back out again. This is incredible stuff.
As Ocon's coming in.
Oh, Ocon's coming, yeah.
And it sounds like Ocon's going to go on into
Carlos
Inters.
unleashed then. Oh, we've got such a difference in like.
Oh, Mercedes are double stacking as well.
No one knows. No one knows. There's not like one.
Okay, Russell's on Inters. Russell's on Inters. Ocon's on Inters.
Oh, I really hope Alonso's not.
Alonso's either made the strategy call of the century or he's made a massive, massive error
Have
here.
Red Bull pitted Verstappen yet?
No.
I mean, everyone else looks like they've pitted apart from Max, who's been complaining for 30
Kravitz
laps.
seems
Everyone's
to think.
pitted apart onto Inters apart from.
Perez is back in the pits.
Oh man.
So do you think he's... Yeah, it's got to be a third stop. What's he come out on?
Inters as well.
He had a
We've got
flag.
yellow
Who's going to have binned it?
It's not.
Oh,
please
no.
not, Lance. Please not.
No, it's on the dries.
Soaking.
Where?
Mate, this area is crazy.
Sector 2 is.
Wow.
Why have they put Alonso on?
He's going to...
Oh, Alonso's
Flicks,
fucked.
man.
Alonso's fucked because
Yeah.
this part of the track is just way too.
But Verstappen might be as well. Like, he might lose his way.
Also, I know Sainz has literally just
Could
binned it.
Ocon win this race?
Leclerc and
Don't do this to
Sainz.
me.
I think he could.
Don't do this to me.
He's the highest
Box. Yeah, no.
car right
There's
now
a world
that's
in
got
which
an Inter on it.
I think Verstappen was so far ahead he might be okay.
Ocon, Hamilton, Russell.
Verstappen's come in for...
Verstappen's
It has to be Inters. It literally has
Yeah,
to be
no,
Inters.
Inters.
Alonso's going to have to
Inters.
come in again the next lap.
Oh, he's thrown it
Aston
away.
Martin, no.
Oh my God, the Ferraris.
Ferrari's
Look how
gonna-
slow they're going.
Why is... He's not letting him pass.
No, yellow.
Leclerc in.
Another
Sainz
yellow.
is fuming on the radio right now.
Is that one of the Mercedes? In the yellow?
Oh
Where's the
my
yellow?
God, this is mad.
Somebody's
Fucking
gone off. I think
hell.
it's Russell. Okay.
Snail's
God.
pace Grand Prix alert.
All like tiptoeing around.
What are these yellows for? Do we know? Oh,
I can't tell if
I
it's
know.
a Mercedes or not.
Leclerc box.
Yeah, what are the yellows for, actually?
Norris is.
They're going to have to double stack as well. Oh, Alonso's back in again. The mad thing is, he's going to be second still.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they did it. They were just like,
Leclerc's
fuck it,
fitted,
we've
yeah.
got enough space.
Oh my
sorry, I
gosh.
just spat in excitement. I apologise.
Oh, I hate a double
camera.
stack.
Okay, Alonso's on Inters and he's still P2.
Yellow
This is
flags at turn
chaos.
6, by the way. So someone's clearly gone off there or something.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing anyone like fall through the order right now.
I think it might be Debray.
Oh,
Potentially Debray.
Okay, fair enough.
Who's that?
Wait.
Gasly's up to P.
So everyone's on Inters now.
Close.
Ocon third. I think Gasly's gone past both the Ferraris. On exit.
No.
No, just then. Surprised he didn't gain more time there. To say Sainz literally spun off, I'm surprised that he didn't gain more time. I guess it's just so dry everywhere else.
Yeah.
But this part of the
So
track
who
is crazy.
pitted for Inters first? Bottas. It's not
Bottas
really
and
worked.
Stroll.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
Stroll.
Oh, yellows again.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's really wet.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Is this going to turn into full wets by the end of the race?
I mean,
If it carries on in
But we
that...
can't see much rain on... Well, you can see rain now actually literally falling. I was like, can't see much rain falling.
Yeah. It's just here, though. It is literally
Yeah.
mostly this part of the track. I mean, it's
Magnussen's
wet
still
everywhere
on
now.
hards.
Bold strategy,
Everyone else
boss.
is on Inters. What's Max doing?
He can afford
Has he
to
hit
take
the,
it a
has he hit
little
the
bit
wall?
slow.
It's Max creeping around on the medium.
Oh, he
my
has,
God.
yeah. Only a little tap, little love bite.
God, this is juicy.
And this is signs going off?
I mean,
This is sign.
this was always going to happen. Yeah. It's just happened.
Whee!
If you ever
Nice little
if you ever
slide.
karted in the wet, because it's like
That
this.
was a bit gentle.
To be fair, he got going again straight away as well. Wow.
Lance was very lucky there. Very lucky.
Hello.
We just wanted to say hello to the camera guy.
Here's Lance. Here we go again.
Here we
I
go,
don't
Stroll.
want to watch this.
On the
On the-
Inters.
On the Inters as well.
Oh, Kieran.
No! Lance!
He's oh, he's lost his front wing. Kieran's off.
Oh my God, Lance Strong. No.
He's out! He's out!
He's out. Oh, Kieran.
Oh, Kieran.
It's so much funnier because you're here. Like that's what makes it funny. Like it's
Yeah, it's really funny. Good content, yeah.
Oh, no. You know what?
man.
That's a clip.
that's a clip, man.
Clip that.
Oh,
The
I'm
tables have
detecting some head
turned.
loss.
no.
I'm detecting some head loss.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh, dearie,
Well,
mate.
Lance,
one of
he's
the-
not had
Oh,
the
that was
weekend that
so-
he probably wanted,
mate.
does he?
It was
Double.
Look, it was quite a funny. It was quite funny.
Of all the ways to go,
Yeah.
that is a good one, to be fair.
We just
Doing
thought,
the
oh,
double.
maybe he'd graze the barrel, just
Yeah.
bonk straight in.
Why is Magnussen still on hards?
Magnussen on the hard. What
Oh
did
my
he do to
God.
him?
Kevin!
What did he do to deserve this?
Has the Haas...
Oh, my gosh. Look how much water he's going through.
Has the Haas strategist
How the
fallen
hell?
asleep? Like, what are we doing here?
Nah, it's still dry according to our data.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, mate. Yeah, no, don't
stay
worry
out.
about it.
stay out.
Oh, no, he's lost the position to his teammate.
Good, yeah. Just rub it in
He's
even
only
more.
just lost position.
He's actually on the Inters.
Yeah. What on earth?
Jesus Christ. Magnussen radio.
What's he actually saying, though?
We're going to box for full wets.
Oh, okay. Well, at least that's different.
that could be an
Masterstroke.
interesting strategy. Seems
Or maybe you could have
unnecessary,
put
though.
it into like 4 laps ago, like everyone else. Wow, that is.
What a race.
Mate,
Fucking hell.
Ocon's only 4 seconds off of Alonso now.
Russell and Perez unsafe rejoin.
Don't think we even saw that, to be honest with you.
Fair play. Worst going on.
Who's
Come
this-
on, Esteban Ocon win. I want it to happen. I don't know if it can happen now. because
Esteban.
lots of challenges.
Pierre.
And this is another set of like massive rain at some point.
Please, Esteban.
Gasly is close to Leclerc. Not close enough.
Goodness me.
This is
Oh, no.
Gasly. It's Gasly's helmet. It said it's Esteban, but that's Gasly's helmet.
Uh-oh.
Flick to free.
Magnussen! Who would have thought it? He didn't make
It's still
it.
going though.
Okay.
reversing.
Okay. Oh, God.
Penultimate
Not
corner.
at
man.
Russell.
Fine.
Kept it
It's
going.
okay.
He's close. He got so close, bless him.
Oh, God.
did.
It's
Oh,
literally one time. He's broken.
You can do it.
Oh.
Oh, I would be so
God.
angry if I was K-Mag.
Haas L of the weekend.
Yeah, might
Netflix,
well be.
get down there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hass L of the
The
weekend.
doors are not safe. Oh, dearie me. Right. Well, with all of that, actually, the order hasn't changed massively that much, even though it's been really
They
exciting.
forgot the front wing.
They
Are
forgot the
you
front
lot
wing.
mental? What? They've just seen him chuck it into the wall, but 30
Hang
seconds
on.
ago.
We're missing something here.
I can't believe it. Oh, yeah, lads. Yeah, he's just put it in the wall. What do you reckon
He's
we'll
going
need?
so
Yeah, just
slowly
the
as
tyres,
well.
probably, boss.
So, what are your plans for dinner tonight? Oh shit, the wing.
Oh, the wing! Fucking hell.
To be fair, he was like,
Oh,
Oh, God. Is that Albon?
oh, I think that's Sergeant.
Logan, isn't
I think that's a number 2 on that car. Logan
Yeah. It is
Sargent.
Indeed.
It's got going.
Logie
Still
boy.
going.
Oh,
He's doing exactly what Latifi did,
Just takes one safety car, and this is
following the footsteps.
madness.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Great man.
Have we've not had a safety car, even in VSC yet. Fair play. Oh, we got another stop.
oh,
for Perez.
that's a Red
Again?
Bull again.
That can't be
full wet.
Checo.
Must
Yeah, no, it
definitely
is.
full wet.
Check out,
Oh my
yeah.
god, that's his 4th stop. Are you kidding
wet.
me?
It's great. It wasn't even a
Full
very
wet
good one
Checo.
either.
And he's still in 17th.
I guess it's worth like because then Red Bull can what
They-
kind of
for
lap
Verstappen as well,
what
yeah.
kind of lap
yeah,
times
true.
is
Apparently, we're only getting this rain for another 5 minutes as well. By the way, I don't know whether whether it's gonna dry up totally,
Yeah.
like no rain, or whether it'll just get like a little bit.
Science
lighter.
is getting bare sassy on the radio as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
To be fair, if he didn't spin, he wouldn't have been behind Leclerc for the double stack. I will say
true,
that.
yeah.
So,
This is
Carlos,
true.
look at yourself, boss.
This is true.
It was all a favour. I'm kidding.
Under investigation, Russell and Perez unsafe rejoin.
To be fair, Russell's done well at this, isn't it?
Yeah. And, Norris is really close to Piastri here.
Norris jumped Piastri, according to the comments here.
Assume that's about to happen.
They just want
Yep.
a safety car.
It is.
Someone's got a 5-second penalty, by the way, for an unsafe release. George. Russell.
George.
Okay,
Oh,
I take it back.
George.
I take everything that I just said back.
I assume he's going to react to that very well.
Crikey, mate.
Oh,
They're looking at the
blimey.
heavyweights. They're looking at the heavyweights at Mercedes.
That's so unusual. If they say it's going to stop in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it
I
worth
mean,
the
obviously, right now, there's areas of the track where it is defo full wets, I reckon. But if it's
Alonso's
not going to be
gaining
that
on that.
long, it's getting like 6 seconds. If he'd have, oh my God, if he'd have not come in for that extra pit stop,
he'd have been
Yellow flag
amazing.
he'd be leading the race.
Another yellow. Oh.
Who is
no,
it?
That's down at
somebody's waving
that is
a
a
red.
turn.
Somebody's waving a red. No.
Magnussen on the full
Oh,
wet.
full wet.
on the full wets.
I don't think he's getting out of there. Not in a hurry anyway.
Mate, I was going to say,
Oh,
free
that,
reverse.
kid, that kid that leapt over the barrier there, 10 out of 10 jump.
Reverse.
Whee!
God, he's going pretty
Reverse,
quick.
reverse.
They're going to spin it
Vehicle
around.
It's almost not worth bothering at this point. just leave it there.
I was literally about to say, I was like, I'll just get out the car,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
This is
Well,
George.
Oh, hello. Well, someone's already gone up
Yes.
ahead of him,
So that's
and then
Magnussen.
he's
And then
joined
George
him.
did the same.
Mad.
Oh, wow.
Tracks the other way.
Oh, wait, no,
boys.
That's the Aston.
That's Aston. That's
Oh, that's
Lance.
Stroll. Oh my goodness me!
Where's Stroll come from?
What? Okay, so this was ages ago.
Lap
this,
55.
yeah, so
Oh,
this,
that's the unsafe rejoin.
Lance is just here. Like, yeah.
He's back in the game.
So we're just seeing that all the chaos.
Checo almost
my
lost it in a
God.
big way going through the swimming pool.
He had well been
Contact.
How the hell?
That's
did
where
that
Mick lost
go?
it last year.
It is.
I know he's hit the wall, but that's an unbelievable save
That
still.
is.
Because that could have been an airplane crash.
Yeah.
What Sargent done?
This isn't
we are
just
get.
nerfing it into the
Mate,
barrier.
surely it's safety
Mate,
cars
it looks
are
like there's
never-
fairy liquid down there. What the fuck's going on? Absolutely
How have
insane.
we not had? Yeah, like a safety car or anything.
Other washing up liquids are available.
yeah, sorry about that. Try to
Do we have like sponsors? Do we have brands we stick to?
Any
I know what's
loyalties?
safe.
just do what you like, honestly.
Whatever.
I think he's been doing that already.
Don't give me that scope.
Oh, look how much.
Oh my
Oh my
lord.
gosh.
Wow.
Okay, this has turned into an incredible race.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It has. And you know what? You've been here to watch it on the last lap, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and
that was
like
good
this
for me.
stream.
That was really
That
good.
was so smooth.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Absolutely.
chills.
Get on it. And podcast dropping on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Are
We've got
we-
a lot to talk about
Are we
this, right?
recording the podcast or is it just?
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
record it.
okay.
Oh.
Oh,
We're doing a
nice.
podcast.
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast after this.
I've got trains.
Yeah, well, you're gonna-
Well, don't be late.
The trains can
You
wait.
mention a podcast.
Well,
can
your
run.
And the
stroll bit
trains
can be
will
very
wait
short and
as well.
sweet.
Yeah, they will. Exactly. You
To
can,
be fair,
you can run.
About Formula One, I have very little sales on what I've covered today. Just Lance Stroll, fan of Tommo.
Uh-oh.
Get on back sector two.
Oh,
And McLaren just went off, by the way, at the Nouvelle chicane, but just like came back up. Oh god, there's damage
Look at that
everywhere.
debris. Mm,
Quite a bit of debris.
Oh god, there's
quite a lot.
debris everywhere.
Oh, that was close from Max.
Still got 17 to go as well.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be chaos.
Oh my god, he slid through Raskas as well.
Chaos.
So did Checo have that moment when he was on full wets or when he was on inters?
On Inters, and I think he pitted straight afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm guessing just to check if there was any
And
damage
changed
and
of
stuff.
underwear.
Yes, that's why the stop was so long.
Yeah.
Just had to hop out quickly.
Sorry, guys.
is there any point
Oh, I
in
feel
Kevin
like
finishing
somebody's
this
Been it in that
race?
in a minute. Yeah, it's so good.
What?
This race.
No, I know it is, but I mean, is there any point Kevin carrying on?
I thought you said, is there any point finishing this race? I was like, yeah, it's
just
quite
go
good
on.
actually. I'd quite like to see this to the
People
end.
would have a right to question what I know about Formula One. Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, let's call it here, lads.
Dead season.
Oh, that was a big snap.
Lord.
Who was that? Was that Lando?
Lando back ahead. I think didn't Piastri jump Lando in the pit stops? I think he's back ahead of him now.
Lewis
Honestly,
has been,
fuck knows.
Lewis has been told the rain's going to stop imminently in a couple of minutes as well.
Okay.
So
I can't believe we actually got told there might be rain, and then we actually got
I
rain.
know.
This is historic.
Oh,
I take everything I said back.
What a day.
yeah, expecting the rain to stop in 2 to 3 minutes.
This is what F1 needs though,
Lovely.
because the first few races have been quite of a like they've not been super exciting.
They have been a bit stinky.
Yeah.
and even though Verstappen is
Technical
18
term.
seconds ahead currently, like it doesn't feel like that's a certainty.
Yeah,
where
if it's
usually
an exciting race. It's an exciting race.
Yeah, exactly.
Miami was good. I retain the Miami was a good race. It's just we didn't have a real fight at the front.
Yeah.
A little bit, but not really. Max is just he's opening that gap to Fernando
Yeah, I was
now.
going to say it came back down to like 16, but he's bumped it back up again.
At least it's a position higher than Alonso's finished so far this season. He's only done third or
True.
under, so
True.
little
Oh,
dub.
there's Lars.
He's not even got a poncho, bless him.
That seems harsh. That does seem harsh.
I give
It's
him
like
a poncho.
you crashed. You're not allowed to protect
Yeah.
yourself from the rain. I'm afraid.
I just say, can I sit here and watch it?
Yeah, it's a good spot. Take it all in. What do you think, Kieran? What are your thoughts and emotions right now? It's like the cheater earlier. Silence.
I think had the other drivers earlier in the race been disqualified, as they should have been
Yeah.
for contact with
Yeah.
Lance
Of course.
and
Yeah,
blocking
Absolutely.
Lance,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have been in that position. It wouldn't have happened at that time.
It's the butterfly effect.
He would have won. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the FIA to blame, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
the
it
rational
is.
take.
No, I do understand.
And Michael Massey. I blame Michael Massey as well.
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course. Any excuse to.
But yeah,
Because,
no, I'm very
because
sad.
if he hadn't have made the mistake in Abu Dhabi that he did, we wouldn't have the current FIA
Restructure.
board restructure that
Exactly.
we had, who wouldn't have then made that poor decision not to disqualify everybody
Then we've
beforehand.
got. We'll include Briatore as well. I blame him for this.
Yeah.
Eccleston, obviously. Henry Ford for inventing the car. And God.
Oh,
Just to round it all off.
Yeah, you might as well.
Cherry part to play as well.
Cherry on top. George has asked if they can invert positions. Obviously, he's got his 5-second penalty. He still hasn't served yet.
Oh.
Yeah, probably not then, George, mate.
But Yeah, because he's obviously Leclerc's only 6.5 seconds, so he's hopeful that Hamilton could hold. I guess Hamilton could hold up Leclerc
and then just get the.
and then Russell.
Yeah, but then Lewis will lose out to George as well because
Yeah.
if he's 5 seconds ahead of Leclerc, he'd then be 5 seconds ahead of Lewis
no,
too.
you're right.
God, it is one.
But I do respect him trying.
Yeah,
I respect him saying
don't ask,
that.
don't get. You know,
Piastri's on softs. Did we speak about this?
Piastri's on softs.
Pardon?
Well, it says
That
he's
has,
on.
to be, that has to be a glitch, surely.
That's a typo, isn't it? maybe not. It's
Quite a major one.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that must.
I mean,
I mean, the rain is
Oh no, it's changed
No,
back to
yeah,
into.
yeah.
Oh,
Very quick pit stop there from McLaren.
0.01.
blinking, you miss it.
Yeah, no, I think the rain's held off now, so I think Inters were the right choice.
Oh,
Goldberg's getting a pen. What's he done? 10 seconds for what?
He didn't serve his penalty correctly.
Oh,
apparently.
again.
Oh,
how have
it's
I had
so
that so many times this season?
Lighten up. Do you know what I
Naughty,
mean?
naughty.
Lighten up.
oh my
You're
God.
so boring with your rules.
Yeah, look.
Oh, he's already had a penalty. Just let him live.
Oh,
He's 17th on wet.
Let him
Who
live.
cares?
14 to go. It's still very wet, but no more rain by the looks of it.
I love on the Drivers' Championship standings we're currently seeing. They've just left Max off now. Yeah. No point included.
We all know
Yeah.
where he is. It's fine.
Exactly. It'd be interesting once a dry line it's starting to form, but then it's
Yeah, a
tricky
little
because if you go off that dry line,
yeah, they're all not.
then
They're all going off the dry line.
you
Yeah, the
are
Inters.
gone.
Yeah.
At least now the whole track's still wet, so it's a bit more predictable, I guess.
Like, if you're Fernando, do you consider a really brave strategy call here, or do you just take the second? Just stay
How long will
happy,
it take
stay
them
safe.
to wear it down to interslicks? Or whatever you want
It
to call
takes a
them.
while, doesn't it? It takes
Yeah.
like at least sort of like 30 maybe laps or something. I
George
feel like it will be in till the end.
is desperate to get swapped round. Even though George is actually opening the gap to Leclerc.
I've just realised Ocon's still in third. Sorry. I just.
He is.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
really wanted Ocon
He is.
podium.
He
He's only
is.
ever had two
Esteban.
podiums.
Yeah.
That was in Bahrain and when he won.
And he
Okay.
almost got that one in Saudi, didn't he, when Bottas got him at the line?
Oh yeah, the line.
Bastard.
Heartbreak.
Heartbreak
So
at the
cool.
line.
Him and Fernando will scrap on the podium.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
He loves jam.
I love
Esteban
And so
Ocon.
does.
He loves
Hard.
jam.
He loves jam.
He loves jam.
Yeah.
What kind of jam?
I've heard rumours, some say strawberry, some say raspberry. But he's just always...
rumour mill.
Is marmalade included as well? Or?
No, don't be... Don't be fucking stupid. Marmalade is offensive. But no, yeah, he just loves the stuff, apparently.
Can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Is that a joke? Or is that
No.
real?
No,
I'm waiting for the punchline.
No, he looks like a jam man. To be
Yeah,
fair.
exactly.
Jams. Is
He's
jam
just got
big
a
in
naturally
France?
sweet scent as well, like, as a result. You know, it's like, from his pores when he
His
sweats.
odour is just raspberry.
Yeah, it smells like strawberry laces.
Lando is close right up to the back of Yuki
Thanks,
Tsunoda, by the way. So it could be another P10 on the cards for Yuki at this rate.
Oh, interesting line. Everyone's taking it out.
Would you go for a move in these conditions?
Yeah. why not,
That's the
man?
thing.
As somebody with so much F1 experience, definitely.
Send it.
Send it. That's the thing. There's no. There's one dry line. Then where do you send it? You just pressure them into a mistake. That's
If
probably your
Hamilton
best
gets
bet, isn't it?
the podium, I'm going to be really angry. I want this
It
Ocon
was quite
podium.
sinister. It zoomed in on you then, and you were just whispering
I'm
to
going to
it.
be really angry with you, Lewis Hamilton.
Human.
But to be
ASMR anger.
yeah.
Oh. Yuki needs to find pace under braking.
Yeah, to be fair, Lando's only half a second behind him. He's about 4 ahead.
Yuki's brake sucks, apparently. You can do it.
Come on,
Are you
boy.
trying to crash me?
Yes, I'm in the car behind you. I'm
You-
going to take
It's
you
all
out.
right.
What a question
You're fine.
to engineer that is.
Ooh,
The thing is,
Oh,
you can be a lot slower around here and get away with it.
To be fair, Russell's gone from like 3 seconds behind Lewis to just there. now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he was like, yeah, just let me through, boss. Paraphrased. I don't think I can ever imagine Paul Russell ever saying those words. All right, boss man.
you'd say gent or something. At the end
yeah.
instead,
Crikey, gent.
Call Yuki. Go on, son.
I feel like
He's just going to finish 11th. I know he is.
End badly in what respect? Do you think this
He's
is going to end
push
badly?
too hard.
Well, yeah, because Piastri's closing that gap as well to Tsunoda.
Yeah.
Still raining on the camera, even though I said it stopped.
Come on, Yuki. Little dribbles.
Yuki.
Dribbles of water. It's 21 seconds to gap for Verstappen and Alonso.
I got 21 seconds to go.
Banger.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you know what? I should have.
Serious, Jude.
I
thought you said it on
should have dropped
purpose, to
that
be fair.
myself, to be honest. Yeah.
Just so.
It's drying up quickly, according to Checo.
Oh, get the slicks back out.
Get your slicks out.
Sergio's on wets, to be fair. Forgot about it.
Yeah.
Fernando can afford to take a risk. He's got the gap to Ocon. He'll come out behind him. Sorry, I've just realised I was misreading that entirely.
Take the risk and lose a position.
Oh yeah,
You know what? I do hear it, though. Just send it.
Yeah, just have a go. Do you know what I mean? Have a go at it.
It's that easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Nah, so if he pitted, he'd come out behind Ocon and probably Hamilton.
Yeah, with that attitude, yes, he would. But it's about positivity.
If he has a minus 5 second pit stop, then oh my god,
Oh, hello.
Goodness
That's a
me.
Williams. That's that Sargent desperately trying to get out of the way. It's not been a great race from Logan, is it?
No,
He's just trying to get out of there,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I thought Williams were having the worst day, but Haas have then had a catastrophic.
K-Mag, a minute and 17 behind the sergeant, let alone everyone else. It's
He
mental.
was still on slicks when everyone else was debating with the people wets on.
I think
Gasly
he's still
jumped
on about
chicane.
lap 53.
Science grassed up Gasly.
Oh.
Goes
What a
and jumps.
snitch.
Yeah. You got to be a snitch in F1.
You do, man.
Yeah. Oh, he went 0.1 millimeters off the side of the. Shut up.
Shut up. Oh, yeah, scientists still only got half a front wing. I forgot about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That seems like a different Grand Prix.
Yeah, man. There's 10 laps left of this.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can happen.
Chaos.
Again, as the dry line dries up, then
Oh, Lando's got Yuki.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Sad boy hours.
we're gonna see.
Yeah,
We're gonna see a
he's
replay
finishing
of Pierre
11th,
Gasly.
chaps.
Got nothing
Oh, yeah,
left.
he's not stopping that.
This is Gasly cutting the corner. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, no, he's
Science
there.
was right. Science was right to grass.
Touch grass.
Under pressure.
L.
You can't do that again.
I'm just building up an area of things on my.
You'll just let the rubbish
I have that as well.
My water.
They do call me 3 drinks, Kieran.
You got a sugar high from that Phantom. Buzzing. Have you had a fun day, Kieran? Have you had a fun
What,
day?
sorry?
Have you had a fun day?
Is this a time to discuss my day?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to hear about
I've
your
had a
day.
lovely time. I mean, before now, or like being here? What do you mean?
Yeah. Just here today.
Yeah, it's been nice. I had to get up a little earlier than I would have liked.
Oh.
But
10
yeah,
a.m.
no.
instead of 11.
Yeah.
The train. I was sat next to a child playing I Spy for 2 hours.
Ah.
Oh, no.
That made the journey longer.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Apple's noise cancellation not quite as noise cancelling as I wish it would have been. Tube was hot and sticky. Bank holiday, so everyone's around.
Yep.
Got approached by 3 weird men. So yeah, good day all around, I would say.
That's pretty
fair enough.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, no, I mean, thanks for the
Pleasure.
donuts, man. And thanks, like,
all right.
realistically.
Feels like you
Fed
want
us.
me to leave now.
Not really.
It feels like the end of this.
Well, Stroll's out the race.
Oh,
So.
no.
We're going to replace you with Cheetah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No, this looks
Yuki,
bad news
no.
for Yuki. Piastri. Oh, he's not stopping that.
He's locked.
Oh, he is. What?
Oh, somebody else has
someone
a
else
no.
didn't stop it. Flipping
Williams.
Williams, yeah.
One of the various lapped Williamses
heck. Yeah.
loitering this race.
Piastri 10th, Yuki done dirty, P11. And to be fair, he's not even going to finish 11th. Bottas will probably pass him as well.
probably.
He'll end up
Probably.
finishing just ahead of De Vries. De Vries has had a very anonymous race.
Yeah.
He has.
Kept
Can't
that
chill it.
trouble.
Oh.
Oh!
Yuki hasn't.
Yuki!
Yuki.
Yuki's not kept out of trouble. Oh, he's
Well,
not,
at least he's not
gonna
finishing
be able to-
11th.
Yuki's race is done.
Ah, just wrap it
No,
up, Yuki boss.
come on. Put it in reverse, babe. You can do it.
Oh,
There we go.
mate.
Gently does it.
He's on it. Oh, don't
Oh,
hit the
mind the wall.
God.
Ooh, this is uncomfortable viewing.
Oh.
And there's...
He's on the racing radio just like, are you happy now, engineer? I've crashed.
Wow, De Vries is going to finish ahead of Yuki.
Well, it's not exactly
I
slammed
mean,
off.
well, we've got 8 laps to go.
Whoa.
There we go. Good thing.
Okay, green flag, we're good. Yuki didn't hit the wall.
Green flag.
The runner
Slow button
perfectly
on.
placed. other gaps we got to teammates. So Ocon to Gaz. Gasly's done all right.
Gasly's all right. You know,
I mean,
he's done all right.
The thing is, yeah, you can't read too much into these gaps because we just how many times is like some cars pitted more than others, and
Yeah, I mean, this race has just been all over the place. It's still, I don't think there's that many like glaring, obviously, apart from Perez. You know, again, Magnussen is a whole book chapter behind everyone. But
do we think if Alonso hadn't pitted for those slicks, that he'd surely be much closer to Verstappen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a bit of an L.
I don't think he'd be ahead of him, but he'd probably be like right with him.
I think we'd be
I don't think
seeing
there was
some,
ever a point where he would have been ahead.
I think we'd be seeing some great racing.
Tsunoda's going slowly.
He's complaining about the brake again.
Yeah.
Not good. Oh, he looks like he's...
Oh, I should make it to the pits.
Brakes failure. Again, just don't use them in that case. Realistically, it's not difficult.
Let's leave it on idle.
I feel like we've answered a lot of Formula One's big problems.
We have.
today.
Personally,
Just change your attitude to it.
I think we've done.
Yeah.
Just think differently. I'll probably do the job. Put the car into standby mode.
Tsunoda's in. Verstappen radio. Do you see anything other than an insert in the next 9 laps? No.
Yeah, he literally was just like, no.
No.
Stop asking me stupid questions.
Efficient Dutch response, just to the point.
Albon up to 14th,
Okay.
past Tsunoda. There you go.
Woo. He's right behind Joe, who's then 16 seconds behind De Vries, who's 27 seconds behind Bottas.
Jeez.
I think Albon's chance of a point is maybe gone this weekend, but we live and learn. We move, Williams.
I don't know, another rain shower. That's all I'm saying.
Doesn't look likely now, but it just takes one mistake.
Have some faith.
One mistake is all it takes.
The Dua Lipa remix.
It did. Yeah. It did.
The hit single from Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Come on, Esty Bestie.
Yeah, man. It's looking good.
It's gonna be like we've been saying for so long. It's been ages since we've had like another team in that. I know, Aston Martin obviously took a massive leap this year, but yeah, I want to see another team that's not one of the top ones.
Yeah, I hear that.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, that was actually like,
Ooh.
yeah, he's bonked that.
Yeah, that was like it's very side on. So, but yeah, no, you're right, Katy. Like seeing other teams. I mean, we saw a lot of teams on the podium particularly in 2020, wasn't it? We had loads. It was really good, but I mean, he did it. Like credit to Ocon for putting the lap in yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's that where you can optimize these cars. Like if it was just a championship based off of qualifying pace, yeah, Red Bull would probably still be top, but it would be a much different championship. And obviously Alpine have got a quick 1-lap car. They just in the race they fall off, but around Monaco it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and for Ocon as well, man. Like if you're going to do it anywhere, if you're going to slap in a good quality lap, do it here because he's managed to keep hold of it.
Yeah.
We'd love to see it.
Ferraris have just been a bit disappointing. They've moved backwards relative.
What else do we expect?
Science. Yeah, Science has moved massively.
Oh, God, I don't like that.
Oh, there's a Haas.
Dear mother of God.
This is what I mean. You get the desperate
That
lunges
Perez and
towards the end.
Hulkenberg.
Yeah. I thought it was Max for a second.
I was
On
like,
his-
yeah,
all that
same.
brown.
I was like, Nico, what?
Oh, that is
Fine.
Max
Yeah,
behind him.
he is
Max,
behind
yeah.
him.
Max is there. Oh, this is going to end in
God.
tragedy.
What's going to happen here now?
Oh.
So you've got Perez ahead of Hulkenberg with Max closing up
Both on wet.
to lap them. Hulk's got out of the way.
Oh, that's boring. Oh, Verstappen's gone through the middle of both of them. Oh,
Hulkenberg. Oh, Hulkenberg could have a sniff here.
go on, Nico.
Neep. I don't know what that noise was, but
It's just a really small Formula 1 car.
Boxing Perez again.
Box
oh my
Checo.
god,
Again.
another
Checo.
one.
Is
Is that the 5?
The
That would be
fabled,
5, yeah.
I think this might be 6, honestly. The fabled 6-stopper.
Pitting for Inters. Boom. Lovely
He's
jubbly.
pitting for instance. What's
Why?
the point?
Why?
Just-
Literally, why?
Yeah, what's the
There'll
point?
be inters in 2 laps anyway. Just leave it.
Why?
Why?
I think he just wants to have more fun. And the wets are not very fun tyres to be on at the minute, so
Lewis is getting fastest lap, by the way.
Yeah,
I didn't even realise that he had that.
yeah, maybe Checo wants to go for fastest.
Yeah.
Just
Well, he won't because it's
well,
wet.
the team like to take it off of
yeah.
Hamilton, right?
No, but it's wet though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in this drive.
Oh, yeah, of course. I forgot it was dry at the start.
I do hear that actually. It just feels like so long ago. This race, like
Still 5 to go.
5 laps to go.
Ooh,
That's a battle.
bloody hell.
Get us involved.
They are quick.
Oh, no, it's
aren't
not.
I don't think
It's
it is.
Alonso literally lapping at Alfa Romeo. Sorry, I'm waffling. Don't get me involved.
Sainz has been within a second of Gasly for ages now, but can't get the move done. But that's the only overtake looking likely
At the moment.
at the moment.
At the moment.
But Russell's got 10-second gap to Leclerc, so he's looking pretty good for P5.
No, the gaps are big now. I've just realised they are actually just like opening up, extending that. Russell's got that 5-second penalty, but he's 10 seconds at Leclerc, so it's calm.
Only takes one mistake.
Collectively, I reckon Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll hit every car on the track today. And I think that's a good job from everyone involved, to be honest. I think,
Yeah.
entertainment purposes, 10 out of 10, both of them.
And Stroll is the only driver who's not finished this race as well, which by Monaco standard, with a bit of rain as well, I'm surprised there's not been more DNFs.
Yeah.
Crazy that he's the only one, really.
Really happy for everyone else.
It's unique, you know.
Yeah.
He's done something that no one else has been able to do today. You know?
One of a kind.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
a one of a kind driver,
Are you going to
generational.
never do watch-alongs again? Because you said this is your first watch-along, and Stroll's had a stinker.
Yeah.
First and last.
Yeah, I am sensing a strong correlation.
First and last. I'm getting mixed signals here.
It's keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad to me.
Like a
Like
Red Bull Junior driver.
it's mad to me that your name's Thomas.
You never know what's going to happen. But the name's Thomas.
That's just weird.
Yeah. My no, it is. Yeah. No, because
I actually thought on your birth certificate it should
Yeah.
say Tommo.
yeah,
Tommo F1.
yeah, it should. It's my middle name.
Surname F1. Copyright claim
Yeah,
immediately.
absolutely. No, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Like,
but if you had the middle name F1, if F1 would try and copyright
I was about to say,
it.
can you copyright a name? Surely you can't.
yeah, it's a good
Depends. I know
question.
Kylie Jenner tried to like copyright the name Kylie, and then Kylie Minogue was like, "Bitch, I've been here like
I
20
was
years."
going to say,
Like,
you must be
big
out of
one.
your mind,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah,
You're not even the first. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
Who do you think you are?
Just letting people.
Who do you think you are? Science is still.
Hamilton's
Close but
taken
no
up
cigar.
Sometime, but
Sonoda's literally fallen off a cliff, isn't he?
What's that, sorry?
Not
don't do
literally.
that.
He's
Not
fallen off a
okay.
cliff in terms of pace, isn't he? P15 now. Not good. Driver of the day. We got any suggestions, driver of the day?
Esteban Ocon. Well, Esteban Ocon driver of the weekend. Can you sense a real strong SD Bestie vibe?
Yeah, there is a little bit.
Little bias.
just
He's in an Alpine. He's held on to P3.
Yeah, I think he's
Alonso's-
done a great
he's
job.
not put a foot wrong.
So, yeah.
Alonso's winning it by 1% from Ocon, to be fair. So it's going right to the wire, the
Yeah.
driver of the day battle.
Again, I don't want to, curse anyone or jinx anyone, but I think I'd agree. I think Ocon
Yeah.
driver of the day.
Checks in the post. I think you can't underestimate what a
Shout out.
brilliant job Max has done. I mean, he's in a superior car, but he's still kept very,
Yep.
cool head, and that gap that he got at the beginning, Jesus, like insane.
Any driver who's like not had a single incident in this race, like deserves a lot of credit. 'Cause to just lap after lap is mad. Chat's been saying Lando Norris as well, potentially.
Yeah, I mean,
He's had no. I mean,
Without that pit stop where he'd, what's it called? Because he came in, didn't he, for another set of hards?
yeah.
No, he came in for his normal.
they pitted right before it started raining.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a set of
wasn't it?
slicks, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Without that, he'd be like,
Hard
I don't
to
know,
say.
like, well, just where Sainz and
Yeah.
Gasly are.
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I do hear that.
Again, there's a few drivers who haven't done. I mean, Gasly's not done too much wrong. He just obviously didn't have the qualifying pace that Esteban did. So, yeah, man, Ocon. Well done, Esteban.
Congratulations, Esteban.
Now get the P3, please.
Yeah, secure the bag.
Don't do
Is that
a.
what they say?
Yeah.
Secure the bag.
Secure the bag.
Yeah.
Well done.
Because one can fumble the bag.
Yeah,
So one can.
So we
yeah.
secure the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bag secured.
Please.
We
I
make
don't
sure
know.
that it's secure,
Please.
safe,
Yeah.
steady,
It's not going anywhere.
immovable.
Yeah.
You know.
No one can just take my bag.
Yeah. Facts.
Don't touch my bag. But I
Don't
think,
touch my bag. Did you just say?
Don't touch my bag. Yeah.
That is.
Touch it.
That's a threat, I think.
Yeah. Don't touch my bag. Hamilton's a second and a half off the back of Esteban. Close. You find innuendo in things that I'm just like, how? How, where, and why? But yet you do.
It's
Well,
my
I love
skill.
you. It's your talent.
I am proud.
Yeah, second and a half between Hamilton and Ocon. I think Esteban's say you see that dry lines massively formed.
I reckon realistically, if you wanted to, you could slap a set of dries on right now.
Oh, There was a bird that jumped out in front of Perez last year. Do you remember that? And he had a massive lockup when he was leading.
Oh yeah, to try and get out of the way. Oh, Magnussen's called it a day. I think that's fair.
Babe.
Honestly, I would have done about 10 laps.
Yeah.
When he was in the car park, I was just like,
when he was like in France, just like all the way down that road.
let's get his passport out again. Like that. Sorry, mate, I'm at the race.
Yeah, this is one to forget for Haas, isn't it? Any particularly strong team performances? Again, I think Alpine deserve a lot of credit getting a car.
For relative.
Hamilton's within a second. Oh, he's just dropped out. Ooh. Oh, look, there's a frame graphic on the tunnel.
Mercedes, it's...
That was
Oh,
guys.
Christ.
That's,
You scared me then, not what I was watching. I forgot that I could also
I'm just
see...
keeping people on their toes.
Oh my God!
I think you can make a compilation of the amount of times I've gone, on this podcast.
Make a soundboard.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anyone has to clip that, if that's...
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, absolutely. There were
Plenty of
there were
footage.
many clippable moments in that period of time where the race went absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
But I feel like we've all lost a bit of energy now. I feel like
We
we've
need
accepted
some
how
more
it's finishing.
donuts. The sugar rush is just...
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've got some big hoops.
Pardon?
Some big
Literally.
hula hoops.
Tom Holland! Sorry, that's what excited I've been all right.
Clip that. Hey!
Nice.
Oh, but I like Tom Holland. So
Tom Holland fan account.
I haven't seen him on the grid or anything.
He just seems like a nice man,
He
doesn't he?
does, he seems so
Yeah.
nice.
Very wholesome.
Pleasant
He
geezer.
does. Lovely lad. Sorry, that was
That's great.
energy levels.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's a shame.
That's cool.
That's a shame. One to go for Max through the penultimate corner.
On his inters.
Looking good.
Looking a bit dry right now.
Looking very good for Max. No, I mean you can't overlook the how impressive a job he to put that lap together yesterday. Like obviously he's got to be up
final
there.
sector was insane.
Yeah, like in driver of the day. Obviously Max has to be up there in the shouts as well.
I was starting to think he might win the championship, lads. You know?
Do you reckon?
I'm starting to,
Do you reckon?
you know,
Do you reckon?
might. You know, I don't want to go too far with it. I know it's a bit of an out there prediction.
This result might have taken it out of Stroll's hands.
Yeah,
This might be the one.
There's an argument. to
Championship
say
was
that
over at this point.
Yeah.
At the very least, it's a bit more difficult now.
Yeah,
I
no,
would say.
absolutely.
You know,
It will with that actually.
slight underdog.
Come on.
This is like
Come on
a fully fledged, well worked out comedy routine. We're doing
It has
callbacks.
been. Yeah, it has. It's almost
We're
like, yeah.
taking turns.
This is a professional establishment here. Okay. Only the best.
Simply the best.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
What?
You could say really.
Tina Turner.
She died.
Oh shit!
What?
Forgot about that.
What'd you do?
That's crazy. What? You hit the stairs.
Well, it seemed like more of a nice tribute when you didn't know that that's what you were doing. It was
know.
lovely, and you've ruined it now.
Oh no! I forgot about that.
Flip that.
Oh, sorry, I just realised what you're talking about. Yeah, man, rest in
I
peace.
see, you didn't know as well. No,
I did know
I did
that,
know,
yeah,
but I just
yeah.
didn't make the connection.
Well done, Max.
And here we
Not
go.
over yet, but...
Final corner. Max Verstappen wins.
The Monaco Grand Prix again.
Yeah,
Well done, Max.
done.
What a geezer.
Another
Well deserved.
quality
Well
drive.
deserved. Great drive from Max. Can't argue with that at all.
Yeah, look, listen. I mean, there was a couple periods where I was like, hang on a second, Fernando. But I think at the end of the day, that pit stop onto the hards or onto the slicks again was just kind of like took it out
Yeah.
of his reach. But still, P2, man, what a season
That's it.
for Aston Martin and Fernando Alonso, and also
Anyway,
those
that-
inters on a green car look lang.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be
It's
interesting
just
to
a
see the
beautiful
gap
car.
now between
done,
Alonso and Verstappen.
Yeah.
They look elated. There's one guy like,
Aston Martin.
Comes Esteban.
Solid drive.
Esteban.
Here we go. This
Where's
is
Esteban?
it.
Oh, God.
I didn't see it. There it is.
Unbelievable.
Boy.
Well done, Esteban.
I can't imagine we'll see that again this season, but maybe. Who knows? You never know.
Maybe
You
this
never
is the
know.
start of an Alpine title charge. You never know.
Starts
You
it.
never know.
15 points on the board.
Go on, Esteban. Pierre
Plus
Gasly's right
Pierre's
there as well.
points
Go
as
on,
well.
Pierre.
Yeah.
No, he's not having it.
Up the Pierre. Good, son. That's what,
It's
6
proper.
for Pierre and 15 for Ocon. So that's
Yeah,
21
DRS
points
open
for
at the end.
Alpine. Lovely jubbly.
Hulkenberg. Exciting. For 16.
I bet he's thrilled.
Yeah.
Both McLaren's in the points as well.
Yeah, I was
job,
going
mate.
to say. I feel like that's again another
Yeah.
that's all McLaren could have asked for. Sort of. I feel like they managed to do this regularly. Like, we keep going, banter sort of team, whatever. The car's not where it should be. But at the end of the day, like, they always just seem to just come in and steal the final set of points.
Get it done.
Get it
Brilliant.
done.
Max
Get it
Verstappen
done.
wins the 2023 Monaco Grand Prix. I'm Ocon, driver of the day. for me.
Yeah.
I think it could be any of the top 4 or 5, really.
Yeah, just for surviving and finishing.
Mercedes did well as well to hold on.
George technically gained, he gained probably the most positions, right? Because he started 8th.
Yeah. That's a good chat, actually.
5th, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played a bit of a blind on strategy. What did we think of the race? We're going to give it a rating out of 10.
Oh.
Because I think, obviously, by Monaco standards, very good.
It got
Yes.
good. It got good.
I think relative to Monaco and relative to this season, I'm
Yeah.
going to give it like a solid 8.7.
Ooh.
Oh, do we do a points-based system? Here?
Ooh, I mean, he does.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
How many
Places
decimal points can I go to?
Oh, as many as you like. Honestly, pies on the table if you want.
I'm going to go in context. I'm going to go 8.13. 8.13.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
I'll get 8.5.
No other numbers after that. just straight.
371829.
Okay, fair enough. Nice. Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
I
Always like the numbers.
Yeah.
to be fair.
I'm going to give it a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
First of all, you get the
I
donut.
guess the first third was quite slow.
First, the donuts.
Max just like.
Hard
Now
to please.
this.
Just difficult to please. isn't it?
Tomo.
Look, qualifying was mad. Qualifying was like a 10. Qualifying was a 10.
Yeah.
Like, qualifying
Yeah.
I mean,
was amazing.
to be fair, the first 40 laps of that were just like.
But the
oh, it's
race in
Monaco.
isolation, it was 7. Like 5 is like okay. 5 is bang average. 5 is the middle, not 7.
Seven's average for me.
Yeah,
Seven's like,
I am kind of the
I'm a
same.
benefit of
That's
the doubt,
ridiculous
boys.
because it's
Yeah.
not the number in the middle.
Yeah. Kind of flawed.
7 is a good
You've got
race.
to trust the process.
7 is a very good race.
If everything is
Oh, he's a
positive,
happy boy.
you know.
Right. Ocon, here we go. He's going to get out of the car. in
Oh,
a
we've
minute.
got a
This will be
Spider-Man helmet and Tom Holland's here as well.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So Tom Holland plays Spider-Man.
Does he?
Yeah.
it?
But I know
I
what
thought
you're
it was Tobey
thinking.
Maguire.
I know what. Yeah, exactly. And who else?
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
actually,
I
they've
thought
had
he was
3
Garfield.
different Spider-Mans.
Doesn't Esteban Ocon love Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What he just
literally
said.
what I'm talking about.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
talking about a helmet. And
I
I feel like you've checked out already. You want to go home?
I
Esteban Ocon.
tune out sometimes.
Esteban Ocon could be Spider-Man as well. Or is he too tall? Do you have to be small to be Spider-Man? He's got the powers around.
Should we have a look at the finishing results?
I was asking a very serious question there, Tomo, when I've been interrupted.
Nah, it's
Oh, he won driver
As
of
a start
the
of the place,
Also,
Niran.
Max isn't going to be able to jump into the Red Bull pool because it's filled with balls.
there you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Unless he
he can
wants to
still.
help.
He can
Yeah,
still.
we just can't do.
Wow, look at Red Bull Constructors. That's
Jeez.
a
Yes.
wrap, innit?
Just a little 129-point lead. Nothing
Planet
major.
Sushi getting a great shout out there.
Aston Martin's still a point ahead of Mercedes
Wow.
somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, drivers.
Ooh, that's a
Driving
nice little
championship.
graphic.
Love
on, Lance.
that. We've got Max Verstappen then. Over
39 points
Yeah,
ahead of
just under
Checo.
40 points clear. After Checo's non-score today, Fernando's still holding it down in P3. Lewis
is.
on
When I see
69,
that
you know.
graphic, the Aston Martin difference does look a bit. It does look bad, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's been other factors in play, you know.
Yeah, but
And to be fair, the differences in points when you get towards the, I mean, it's 7 points between 1 and 2.
oh,
isn't it?
sorry, we all
3 points between. I'm back.
you're
I'm,
back in
Yeah,
lines now.
yeah. We're all,
actually
we're
being
all,
kind.
We're all on stroll. We're all on
I'm being somewhat kind. Okay, for
Somewhat.
once to you, boy.
Didn't know you had it in you.
I think we're about done at we production. I think we're in a good place to wrap up the stream.
Yeah, after a sensational race, even if you said it was a 7.
That's good.
No, that's average though. That's for
Look.
me. That's bang in the middle.
Let's record the podcast.
What number is in between 1 and 10? Right in the middle. 7. Case closed.
Brilliant.
Are you okay?
Great. He's been on screen too long.
Brilliant.
You only came halfway through the race.
I was going to say, fucking hell.
Katie, first of all, thank you very much for coming on. Where can everyone find you?
Thank you for having me. And you can find me on social media on Twitter at Katy Fairman. It's Katie with a Y. And then Katy Motorsport on Instagram and other stuff.
Wonderful.
Sensational.
Small Talk podcast as well. Big up.
Yeah, small talk.
Keep on it.
Spelt talk as in like the talk of a car because it's fun.
clever.
Nice. Love that.
Smart.
On
And
billboards and
Kieran,
stuff.
Kieran, where can you be found in the world?
Most street corners.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Every evening around the Greater Manchester area.
Through train station.
I think I can't honestly. I don't use Twitter, so don't bother with that. Don't really use Instagram. Don't bother with that. I'm on TikTok, and I think it's Kieran Stroll.
You think?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've had a reinvention recently.
You've got you've got a little bit of a following go over there on TikTok. You're doing decent, mate.
Right.
Good numbers.
Thanks.
Good numbers.
Thank you,
I'm
mate.
a fan as well.
And he's got a decent amount of donuts as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, clip that.
Clip
Most
that.
importantly as well, thank you to the Cheetah. Thank you very much
Yep.
for coming.
Holding down the fort.
Holding it down whilst I was not here. because of trains.
Absolutely. It happens, mate.
Fuck LNER. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, adios. Like and subscribe.
Like the stream. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.